said, if my drivers are updated before that, it'll probably be. I'm trying to keep it simple, but if push comes to shove, I'm just gonna bring the X with me.
Yeah, I'm just bringing my the studio.
You got a studio?
Yeah, I got the OG silver one.
Oh, okay.
That's my traveling companion.
I'll
Bet.
have my micro
I, you
and the
know,
25
I
keyboard
sw-
that Hertz I got from Hertz.
I actually swapped my studio out for this touch.
Really? You had the black
Yeah,
one or the silver one?
the black one.
Oh, okay.
I swapped
That
it out.
joke was nice too.
Me and Widebody swapped.
Really?
Yeah, we swapped. I sent him the MPC-X in the studio. No, sorry. Whoa, I'm stupid. ASR-X in the studio for this touch.
Hmm.
And then he gonna send me that
The
that
X.
2500 for this 2000 XL. Or you still got a Renaissance Hertz?
I got rid of it as soon as I got the X.
Oh,
Well, he gonna buy a Renaissance again.
Oh, no, I
And
take
then
that
he gonna
back.
trade me the Renaissance for this XL.
Got you. See that? See how these deals keep working?
Yup.
But I swapped it just so I could have something to take to the bay with me. But like I said, if that don't work out, because I'm actually in the midst. I'm in the progress of setting a lot of more stuff. I'm getting rid of my Digio 3 board. My Focusrite, I'm getting rid of that. A couple of mics, even my iMac, I'm getting rid of that. So
You just gonna use your UA joint?
yeah, that's all I'm gonna have. Yeah,
That's really all you need.
yeah. So
Cause you ain't gonna,
I'm cleaning the
at
house.
our price point, you ain't gonna find better converters unless you're gonna spend thousands of dollars.
Going to Black Lion, but
Mm.
so I'm
Yeah,
just
do
I'm
that
just
too.
I'm just trying to streamline a lot of stuff. Like I hadn't used the O3, the Digio 3 probably in about 2 years, maybe.
What's up, DJ Red?
Yeah, I hadn't used it in 2 years, so yeah,
What up, chat
it's
room?
gotta go. Yeah, what up, chat?
what's
All
up,
right,
Chuck?
I'm back.
Right on.
Lee.
But Gadget, check your cash app. I just teleported you some money.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew your ass was gonna be the one. Hey, man.
Yeah, man.
What up,
Hey,
Knox?
I'm probably the only person on here that don't have Amazon Chime. When I just get used to some new, I'm just getting used to PayPal. Then this new shit coming on.
Like I said, I got put onto the cash out. What was it, like 2 years ago, maybe? Because that's how we paid our fantasy football fees or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Let me go get this Mexican. I'll be right back.
I said what was cool about it is it didn't charge you like PayPal does, and you got $5 just for signing up. At least back then you did.
Damn, we got enough for the hotel already. I mean the Airbnb already.
Airbnb. Yeah, that's
See,
what's up.
see, that's what I was
Cass
saying.
was
Like, it only
ready.
took a
Cass was
few.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it only took a few. So
But shout out to Black Mav because he kind of kicked everybody in the ass.
yeah. That was the best idea though.
Yeah.
But somebody,
Downsize.
you know how you put the notes on what it's for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody put something pause worthy, but I'm not going to.
I think I put San Fran lodging.
Well, somebody else put something else.
Okay.
Hurts.
What's good with everybody though?
What up?
Hey, I'm chilling. What's happening?
Yeah, chilling.
What up, Wallace?
Hey, what up, man?
What's up, Wallace?
Since today
What up,
is
though?
since today is March 9th, I
Shout out.
wanted everybody to talk about their favorite big production.
Big
Okay.
production. That's gonna be tough for me.
It's gonna be easy for me.
And yeah, Big has some joints though, man.
My favorite beat that has Big on it is Who Shot Ya? That's like,
Yeah, that's a good one.
like to me that's better than the Benjamin.
Why?
Better than
Question is
what?
why?
Hold
Because
on, better than what?
The Benjamins.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the Benjamins, but yeah.
I ain't crazy about that neither.
No,
It's
What is
cool,
it
but I
about?
ain't
What is
love
it
it.
about?
the
What
Benjamins
is it about the
crazy,
Who Shot You joint?
but I just
that you
like
love
Who
so much?
Shot Ya just because drums is hard. And I like how the not track masters. Shit. Who did Who Shot You? Was it Nasheem Myrick?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the chops. I like the how he has I
it,
love you, David. Like underneath, like it's crazy to me.
It's
yeah. I mean, it
unorthodox.
gives me it's spacey and it's eerie. Like as soon as I
Yeah.
hear it, it gives me
Yeah.
a feeling. Like, and that's hard to do, man. Like I don't know when the last time I heard a song that gave me a feeling like that.
Who was
You
eating
know,
potato chips? God damn.
man
Me.
must be here. Oh,
Nah, he
Yo,
mad this time.
do y'all wait till 9 o'clock to start eating popcorn?
I just got. Hey, I just got finished eating my dinner.
It's dinner time on my
Here.
side of the world. So
Yep.
I
It's
just
very
I had.
that beat is very unorthodox, man.
Since RTO here, I'm gonna say I had Captain Seafood.
huh.
I said since RTO is here, I'm gonna say I had Captain Seafood for dinner.
What's that?
Captain D's.
and mine,
Why'd you have to single me out? I ain't the only pause person here.
Oh man, you reach too often. RTO.
Hey.
But
Gadget's the inventor of it. He here.
for me, I gotta think, man.
I got two right off the top of my head.
Go ahead.
Party and bullshit.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. For me, yes. For me, yes.
That was dope
When I
song.
first heard that, and then Unbelievable, produced by Primo.
Primo
Yeah,
with the R. Kelly sample.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Machine Gun Funk.
And yeah.
That too.
Off that first album for sure. And I'm probably go with Who Shot You. Like them two, the ones I go back to the most often.
I would have to say Somebody's Got to Die because it's very theatrical and big. It's a big record, you know, but it's a very familiar sample when you think about it.
Yeah.
And then I would have to go with something like Suicidal Thoughts. The drums.
Yeah.
It's just a break. I think going back to that Who Shot You though, and really songs like Suicidal Thoughts and stuff, it's that Who Shot You is an eerie beat. Like the breaks that Trackmaster's putting the break. I mean the beat almost hypnotizes you.
Yeah.
It does.
You know.
Like I listened to it recently and I still have that same feeling I always when I heard it back then. It's like this shit's crazy.
That's what Party
And the way he was rapping to it.
And here's the thing. That wasn't on an album. That wasn't on an album.
It will tell you where it came from. It was a Mary J. Blige interlude that didn't get used.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you could hear it in the background of My Life album.
Yep.
I gotta ask.
What'd you say?
I gotta ask D-Dot about that.
Yeah. I think I listened to an interview with Nassim Myrick and he talked about it. It was for Mary's album, but they didn't use it for whatever reason. And Big said, well, I'm gonna go and make a song out of it then.
Well, you know what? Well, I probably could have seen Mary rapping on it, but Big rapping, singing it, but Big rapping on it was just he just out of his world.
Hey, Gadget.
Yo.
Hey, hit up Knox, man. He asked about the July trip in the chat.
Okay.
R.I.P. B.I.G. One of my favorite rappers of all time.
I went back and I listened to that Big project today.
You did? You still get the same feeling?
Oh, without question. I want to give special shouts out to Gigahertz. Man, that beat was out of control.
Yeah. They all were good, but the one that knocks my socks off every time I hear it is that fucking CX joint.
Mm-hmm.
When it starts, it's like, good Lord. Hide your kids, hide your wife. But they all dope though.
Yeah, they are.
You know,
They kind of
Yeah.
Wide Body joint made Mark Curry sound like he was a fucking, like he was right there.
Right. And I mixed that joint. He sent me the stems, and that's one of the joints on there that I mixed all the way through. And I appreciate the trust. You know what I'm saying? Gigahertz. Wide Body, I mixed. Netmaker's joint, I mixed. Agent Smith's joint, I mixed. I mixed Mav's joint. The Trust. I mean, I feel like that was some of my best work ever.
Well, let me go on record and say, Wallace, the reason why I've always mixed my own, because I know you got to mix everybody else's, and I don't want to add to your plate.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's no issue. I only did it because, I only mixed theirs because, they sent me the stems or whatever, but I wasn't requiring to mix anybody, everybody's or whatever.
I appreciate that. Although that's not, it's probably my least favorite song on there. I was listening to Mav's joint today. Matter of fact, when I got home, I was playing it. My wife was like, "That's big." I'm like, yeah.
Man, get the fuck out of here. That's shit tight as a motherfucker.
But man, we already went through. Hold on. We already went through his issue. Let's please not go back down that rabbit hole.
No. I'm not. That's not why I'm saying that. I was saying that based on me listening to the project today. And I remember when Wallace first dropped the trailer for it, and he played. That was Mav's beat. I said, man, that's a beat. That's one beat that I wish I had made.
Yeah, when he played that shit, he knew that shit's gonna be fire.
I was like, man,
just from
that's how I knew I didn't like Mav. That's how I knew I didn't like it.
Hey, look, hold up. I was gonna type this in the chat today when Mav was trying to give everybody props. I'm like, nigga, please.
I gotta get props though. The team ain't shit.
But your joint was so dope. It was the trailer.
Right.
I mean that's cool, and I got thanks for that. But I think the big thing is, man, like I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about some shit because I had pause that. I had a conversation with one of the homies. Like we got years in, and he basically pulled my coat to some shit. Was like, hey man, like stop acting like you don't belong or like you surprised that you here. And I told him, I said, it's a difference. I said, it ain't on no shit like I don't feel like I belong, because if I did, I wouldn't contribute the way that I do. I just don't have a problem, or I never had a problem with giving somebody else props, even if it seemed like what I'm doing is like some supernatural shit. It really ain't. I mean, at the end of the day, it's music, and everybody brings something different to the table. You know what I'm saying? But I got where the person was coming from when they was flipping me the game. Like, basically make sure you don't have nobody snow you. But that nigga know me. Like, motherfucker, I ain't got a problem going up to nobody. If I feel like you trying to get over on me on some bullshit, they'll see the teeth leave and the whole fucking face will change. You know what I'm saying?
I know the brick. I know the brick story.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I spread love. Because that's what, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. And people, facilitating the bullshit and facilitating the hate, that's what's wrong. I mean, some of it's necessary, but niggas be overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? So if you calling me the court jester or whatever, look at the moves that's being made and tell me if I'm taking it serious or not. You know what I'm saying? So,
man,
you got that right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're a court jester, man.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you've been putting in work, so can't no one deny that shit.
Yeah, so but it's like
Yo.
I'm still happy to see other people do shit too. So I don't mind saying instead of a lot of people be like like if it was somebody else in that spot, they'd have been like, hey, check out my track on this Notorious Big project that I'm on. Where I'm like, hey, check out our shit.
I've never done that because I feel like that project as it stands is worthy of everybody listening to everything.
Everybody, yeah, exactly. So that's why I don't even, jump out there. And I think, like I said, the whole thing was you got to take credit. And it's like, nigga, like if I wasn't taking credit, I wouldn't do half the shit I do or just put myself out there like that. Like that freestyle shit I posted on Instagram, somebody else wouldn't do that. Just the fact that they messed up, they wouldn't have put that shit out there live for people to see. But everything ain't coming across crystal clean, so stop fucking faking like it do. And niggas will have more respect for you, I think.
Right.
But only thing I can do is do me, and if people get it, cool. If they don't, hey, some people it's just a numbers game, man. But if you ain't got no relationships behind them numbers ain't gonna stay.
So who
people got to have some type of connection to you? My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, who kicked this beehive over?
No. I mean, just I put the joint. And they was like, "Yeah, man, was acting like his beat wasn't shit." No, it wasn't that. But I ain't gonna. If I'd have came in to hang out, I'd be like, "Yeah, nigga, look at this beat." I'd have been looking at me like, "Man, this motherfucking gap tooth bitch." So it's like, I'd rather be on this side. I'd rather be on this side congratulating instead of out this joint touting like, "Yeah, I did this," and then look around and shit and it be 3 people at the show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So,
the key is not to be extreme either way.
Damn. Who fixed the math cornflakes?
And I just hope I'm not being extreme. So I definitely
right now you're being extreme, brother. You being
I was joking.
You being real extreme right now, man. I just want to let you know.
No doubt. What you say?
I was going to tell something to Wallace about we'll wait till after dark.
Oh shit.
No, ain't. I just wanted to clarify some things so he understand what I was doing. But we'll talk about
what you talk.
Oh shit! Hit the chat, niggas.
No. When I typed that in there about the videos, I don't think you understood like what I had to do, like what I was doing.
Oh no, I didn't. That's why I kind of was like, "Oh, you about to kill the video game too?"
No. Like to even get to where I'm at now. When I said I finally got them in HD dimensions, like it took a lot of work that I knew I wouldn't be able. HD though, dog. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. HD.
All right.
Yeah.
How dare.
There you go.
How dare.
This is Spark saying, yeah, HD.
You been sad, huh?
Boy, y'all,
Dixie note that I didn't say
y'all be miscontextualizing shit.
I can't wait for Cali, guys.
Hey, it's all love. But y'all can pause that too. It's all love.
No,
love is love. That's love.
But I knew I wouldn't have time this week to do that, to go through all the pains I was going through this past week. So that's why I went ahead and got that part of it done. So when the joints are done and you send me the singles, then all I gotta do is throw the music in. It's done.
Word up.
Yep.
Hey, can we take a moment, man, to shout out? To applaud Black Mav, and CX producer and Gadget.
Man, yes, please do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Mav for being a sport about his. He didn't no.
Hold on, Wallace. I killed him. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on. I mean, it goes back to that conversation y'all was just having about, humility and things like that. He wasn't happy with what he did or whatnot, but the fact
that's just it. No, that wasn't it. Like, no, I was happy with what I did. I think I did the track justice, and that's what I was explaining to the homie. I was cool with what I did. My whole thing was I fucked around and saw that other record that I didn't pick.
Right.
That was the whole reason. But no, I think I did justice by the track. No plugins. And the time was recorded. It wasn't no extra takes. That was one take. What me and CX did was one take, so that was the footage that Gadget had. Like, he ain't get no other shit like cutaways like that. Like, no, that was straight up.
Okay.
Yeah, you were.
So I'm cool with that.
He never said the beat was whack. He was just saying that what he had to work with was whack.
Oh yeah.
But then when you see the tape, and then you will see what.
When I saw that, man, when I saw that other record, I was like,
I saw that. But the fact that you put the damn Jordan face on that motherfucker, man, that shit was so fucking funny to me, dog.
Because that's how I felt, man. When I saw that Mystic Moods, man, I was like, oh shit. But hey, we got to do what we got to do.
Hey, but that's a hell of a wrinkle, though. That you have to pick one record. That's a wrinkle right there for your dad.
Yeah,
goodwill.
Because you saw, I said, I was like, yeah, pick some records. Gadget was like, nah, nigga, one record. I was like, no, one record, a record. So yeah, man.
I'm gonna say this. Y'all put like the bad side of Rhythm Roulette. Y'all put all them to shame.
I agree. Easy.
Thanks, yo.
And some of the good ones too.
Yeah, I was about to say some of the good ones too. Shit. And that was a good Rhythm Roulette.
Yeah. Considering the records we got, I know if we'd have fucked around and stumbled on, think about the joints they be getting: Stylistics, Eddie Floyd, some of everything. Like, let me stumble on one of them motherfuckers. Nigga, I'll do an album. I'll do an album on the spot. Shit. So, that shit was fun though, man.
Y'all set the bar though.
Hey, so much so that I had contemplated doing something like that this week. I was like, man, I ain't gonna play myself out like that.
Man, you'd have been straight. Trust me. The shit we see you do on Instagram, you'd have been straight to the motherfucker.
Exactly. This nigga do it then.
Any of us would have been. Any of us would have been like Chicago proved that. DMV proved that. Like whenever we got up, like motherfuckers be ill with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just cool because it's like a collective of folks that agree on one thing, like making dope ass music. I disagree on a lot of other shit.
I threw my head at Mav. I don't think like Mav just threw my head at this dude. This dude gonna get up.
Hey, and he didn't even know me 2 hours. That was the bullshit. I was like, damn. At least let it be 2 hours. Damn.
Hey man, at least I ain't throwing a shoe at you like the reporter did Bush, man.
Hey look, did you frisbee the bitch underhand or like throw a slider?
Side hand, man.
And the angle that motherfucker hit me, I ain't know shit. What kind of trajectory was on that shit?
Pause on that slider, though.
Oh no. Listen. Oh dear.
Oh son.
Right. Nigga shoulders was
on fire. Oh,
nigga shoulders was smoldering like shit.
Man, to this day, I still cried laughing at that joint, man.
Just his name. Like the name enough. Like he ain't even gotta say shit.
Nah, nigga, that nigga's name is comedy. Yeah, but I wanted to at least give y'all brothers y'all praise, man. Like I think we've talked about it, but like in a time where things for people of our ilk, when things are kind of like not the things that we enjoy kind of like fall to the wayside. It's always refreshing to have somebody to kind of resuscitate it, in a way, in a fashion that's still nostalgic plus, in the now.
It's a fresh take.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I like the approach that, me and CX took, like where he went and he chopped the sample first. I did my drums first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you still got two different sets of like dope ass beats in the interpretation. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool.
And what's ill is the combinations is infinite, dude. Like you could have did it differently. You could have chosen something else. You could have, that's what's crazy about it, man. Like I mean, it's very inspirational to me.
Hey, but you know what though, Wallace? The sad thing was, it wasn't shit to choose from for real. It was like 9 records in that whole stack. And because we was on the bullshit was we was actually on the way out when Gadget saw the records.
Oh wow!
Like I was stepping. I saw daylight. The front door was right there. He was like, "Oh," I heard him from behind me on the right. There's some records over here. I was like, "Oh no," because we was gonna go to another joint. Gadget was like, "All right, man, you up?" Pause.
Kind of got an idea. kind of got an idea.
Save it after the.
Yeah, AD nigga.
Write it down though.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing to write it down with.
Yeah.
Don't start the conversation off fucking like. As soon as you do that shit, I don't even want to hear no more. Fucking
I'll type it in the chat.
Oh, there it is. That's how
damn, man. Damn. Yeah, when he say that means he has totally lost it.
Right.
Fucking damn, man, I just had this. Fuck.
You go ahead, man. Let me think about this shit, man. he be letting people take his spot in line and shit at the grocery store. What was I here for? Gum? Fucking
you know what? I know what it was.
Soda, a money order. Fucking hey, the fucking beat tape.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
FUBT, the FUB tape. Fucking beat tape coming out. Fucking
sometimes
Yo, I got a chance to watch Jay Bishop's rant, man. He went off.
Man, I'm saying something. Hey, if Jay Bishop if he ever start making beats, man, he has a career in comedy.
He damn sure do.
And he got the voice for it. He's like a urban Gilbert Godfrey.
What do I have in this hand over here? $200? I don't see $200.
You motherfuckers is crazy.
What's this? Tickets, unpaid parking tickets.
Maybe that was the wrong choice of words. I didn't think that one.
Hey, nigga, hey, we running with that. Oh shit. Urban Gilbert Godfrey.
We went, and see, but check, that's the quickest that they done put 2 up back to back in a minute.
Yeah.
So somebody saw that shit.
Hold up, another Rhythm Roulette one up?
Yeah, there was another one by a dude named, what's his name? Don Z or something.
Don D.
V-Don or
V-Don.
So hold on, I saw the Von D or whatever that was. Pause. But what was the other one? What was the first one?
No, he put up that video after the one by Parker Corey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that shit. Whew, that shit was horrible.
It was bad. It was bad.
But it was the fact that the people around him was trying to slice the shit up.
No doubt.
It was like, man, y'all know this shit. Like, this motherfucker he didn't even have a definite one of the beat.
That shit like dumpster truck juice, man. That shit is
it was terrible. It was terrible.
And the guy in the hoodie that was bopping, Jay Bishop was like, I dare y'all to try to catch that on the one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There wasn't no definite one on the beat.
I was thinking about taking all the rhythm roulettes, putting them in like a poll, and like seeing, like doing something. Yeah, pause. So like putting them on like the blog for double negative people or something like that, and actually having people like rank them, so it can be like an undisputed champion of them. I
can tell you which one has the most views.
I think we all know that.
But you know what? Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
Then Big Crit got over 900,000.
I think Crit is in my top 5 of those.
Oh, yeah. What about shit? Black Milk.
Black Milk.
They don't bring him up like that.
But Black Milk had one of those joints. Like he had his whole situation was like yours, man, where he picked the worst records.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying?
And
but
the track he picked with the fire was scratched up.
But the end result was like, I'm like, okay, I'm
Thank
dealing
you, Busta Rhymes.
I'm dealing with this. Yeah, it was a country folk record. Like, man, come on, bro.
It was a Christmas
record, right?
Wait, was the Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See? Was that one of the records?
No, he threw Busta Rhymes vocals.
Yeah,
it made the beat way better once he did that.
Was it a spider?
And them ghost kicks.
Man, listen.
Oh yeah.
Man, Gadget and his goddaughter are the funniest. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Man, listen. Uncle Tom. I got him though. I owe him a little payback. I gave him a birthday shout out, man. He did some of these shit he's done. So I got Lionel Richie memes on standby.
Here you go.
Hey, Gadget.
All right.
He don't hear you. He stepped away from the mic.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so many tiers. Like for people who do what we do, it's so many tiers. That's that rhythm roulette. Like it's so many elements to rhythm roulette that we love. From the fact that you got the producer, he picking the records. What's the vibe of the record store or wherever he getting the records from, to being able to see the gear that they using, to being to be able to see the techniques and all that stuff. For somebody to come out and put out some garbage like that Parker Corey was, man, that's disappointing as hell.
What's crazy about that? Joints that sucked though.
What are we talking about?
What's crazy about it is that it actually gives a lot of cats are doing these rhythm roulettes with FL Studio. Now, as a person who kind of cut their teeth on FL, I'm gonna say FL is if you know what you're doing on it, it's a wonderful software. But what like Jay Bishop was saying some time ago, it cheapens the value of it because cats are getting on here just doing anything that that don't translate in the whole scheme of chopping up samples. I've chopped up many samples, and use them in FL and made beats out of. And when I see people when I see these younger cats using it and they're not using it to its full potential, I'm looking like, man, somebody just got this shit and they just using it and they not even doing the knowledge on it.
Edison is probably one of the best sample chopping pieces of FL Studio.
Man, what do you care, man? You on this new Geist stuff. What do you care?
Hey, Geist is a monster.
I gotta look that up on YouTube, man. When I saw you post, I said, man, Gadget don't know what he want to do, man.
Shit.
No, but I got since I got the studio, I got a free download of 2.1.
Hey, Vaughn said you gonna still have that shit next year.
I've already connected it.
What?
Problems.
Yeah, man.
I'm actually gonna bring the studio to Cali.
What?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring.
That's what I'm bringing too. So.
Yeah, that shit pack light.
Hey, as portable as motherfuckers say the X is, it ain't portable to me.
Hell no.
What X?
What X is portable?
Motherfucker look like a brick.
Man. Oh, you talking the MPCX?
Yeah.
Who told you it was portable? Who told you that?
Akai?
The motherfucker Jaffa who told you that.
Who told you that? But I don't even like toting this shit downstairs.
Everybody looked at the front door and shit.
But it's not as heavy as the MPC 5000. It's actually, matter of fact, it's really like the Ren. The only difference is that screen. But I mean, in terms of the weight of it, it's like the Renaissance. Might be a tad bit heavy, but
it's the same body, right?
Same. It's actually the dimensions on it. It's so fun, bro. I'm not even gonna say it. Yeah, but let's just say it's a tad bit girthier than the.
Are you gonna tell us about the
dimensions? No! You could have figured out some other way to say this, sir.
You know what, man? The height and the weight of the
oh Lord. wait, it gets worse.
It's large.
It's a conference.
You know what? Hey,
and that's what I own, not a you.
Who told you that?
Who told you that?
Right.
But no, actually, if in comparison to like the 5,000 or whatever, it's actually, let's say it's the same size as the 5,000, but it has less circuitry and it's a little bit, it's a tad bit smaller.
It's less circuitry than a 5,000.
Yeah.
Even with that damn monitor and
I mean the screen is the screen, but you got to think about the 5,000. That's a big big screen on that one too.
I'm thinking like all the little you got that, I forget what it's called,
but it's heavy. I mean the build of the 5,000 is heavier than the X. That's what I guess what I'm saying. Yeah.
Even
it's heavy.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So
I've had both of them.
To the 5 and the 4. Well, I know the 4 is
wow. Hold on. Wow. The Seahawks released Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Damn, for real?
They've been talking about that all day. Matter of fact, when I woke up at 6 this morning, they were talking about that at 6 this morning.
They've been talking about it all week since the Eagles signed other cats.
Any idea where he going?
I hope they said a lot of people were talking. They said he should go to. Matter of fact, he should come home. Well, Oakland ain't his home, but he should go to. I could see him in Oakland. I could see him in Dallas because Dallas needs somebody.
He trying to be in Vegas.
We'll take him. Shit.
The Vegas Raiders ain't even be.
You can go to the Rams. You can go to the Rams.
Thanks, nigga.
I think he'll end up somewhere where he can win.
My bad, RTO. My bad.
Thanks, nigga. Scammers as fuck.
I thought I was missing something. Yeah, I'm probably let's talk of Oakland. Taking a slot machine.
That's the number one thing we need is secondary. Our shit's trash.
A lot of motherfuckers need secondary.
But they've been, from my understanding, they've been talking about releasing them since.
I missed all of that.
I don't watch first.
I ain't watching NFL.
It's been like since the beginning of the season they've been talking about.
It was rumored, but they
at the beginning of the season I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, they pulling the trigger on it. Probably he's gonna be released by tomorrow because they I know Chris Carter was talking about it this morning when I was watching First Things First. Because I don't do first. I can't do first take anymore.
So what Cam Chancellor going to do?
First Things First.
Huh?
What Cam Chancellor going to do then?
Man,
that shit's done.
He gonna probably be on his way out too. I think I give him another year there, and if they're not successful next year, Super Bowl or bust.
I think it's over.
I think it's over for Cam.
Now who was the guy? Who was the guy that they lost? Was that Earl Thomas running into the Cowboys locker room talking about, hey man, y'all pick me up? Yeah, they gonna break all that up. Yeah, Russell gonna be there. They're gonna end up breaking all that up. Because you think about it, you getting rid of one of your main one of your main dudes on defense. You trade them away to Philly, right? So then after that,
we got one of they dudes too.
Yeah, but you getting rid of the main one of the best cover corners in the game. Like I mean,
we have to save this conversation for talk that stuff.
That's right.
Was that Wade with a touch?
Alive, he has alive.
My bad for bringing it up.
For shizzle.
I hooked him up with. I think Overlord is tutoring him on that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, that's what's up.
Hey, if there's only person that can teach him is Overlord.
Did y'all talk about the latest Rhythm Roulette with the dude with the?
I don't watch that no more unless it's
the joint with Smoke Dizza.
Yeah, that beat was crazy.
Smoke Dizza kind of brought it home.
Okay, so
the beat wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah,
it wasn't that bad and good. Which one is it close to?
In between.
It was great. It was good.
It's not good enough for me to watch, so I'm cool.
Now, you know what? By comparison, it was better than the previous one. So
it was better than the previous 7.
Well, shit, anything gonna be better. Well, never mind. But say anything gonna be better than that one. But shit, who knows?
Yeah, that has got to be by far the worst one that I've seen.
Yeah, I say yeah.
I mean that it tops the stove. But you always agree. You're gonna find someone who's like, man.
What's going on, Wade?
Is my mic on?
Yeah.
Sound right?
That
Yep.
Mike
Check
Miller,
one.
For
that Larry
shizzle.
Fisherman was terrible too, dude.
You know what?
Who was it?
The Mac Miller
Mac
joint.
Miller.
That shit was super trash.
it was dump truck juice too.
And Mac Miller makes some dope shit.
I actually like that joint though.
Not that day.
Maybe I gotta watch
Yeah,
it
but I
again.
still didn't think it was as. I didn't think it was as bad as this last.
No,
cat,
it
though.
wasn't. It wasn't.
No,
it wasn't complete garbage, but you expect more.
It's just you can tell that he didn't give two shits about this whole thing.
And that's the thing, and that's the main thing. That's the main problem that I have with the whole series because
with Masterfield,
you got people in there who genuinely don't care. All they want is that exposure. You look at what think about when Ninth could have did some basic stuff too, but guess what? Ninth was having fun with it. He was engaged. You know what I'm saying?
He made 3 joints.
This ain't shit for him to do. If you know Knife, if you followed him, you know he be doing the Ustream joints.
Right.
Anyway, so that ain't nothing new for him to do.
Man,
the blog jam shit.
Right.
And shout out because the blog jam is back. I don't know if y'all caught them episodes, but yeah.
Nah, what that is?
The blog jam.
Fuck that is.
It's just it's a stark contrast with people like High Tech and Eric Sermon who made cool first beats and said, "Nah, I can do better than that. Let me do it."
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
High Tech probably got to me. I love High Tech's Rhythm Roulette. Maybe 3000. I don't know, but I like his approach to it, man. Because as a matter of fact, because me and my daughter had this thing where I'd be explaining to her that like people that sing like Elvis Presley, I got this thing where I make fun of singers like that. And
hey, you gotta do it now, yo.
I do it. Okay.
You gotta do it, yo.
I said, oh, okay. What it is like there's like a church. It's like a church simulcast that happens on Sundays here, right? So this is like a predominantly white church, right? So the style of singing is different. So I was like, Danielle, I said, usually when you watch, this telecast, they're usually saying like, "Oh, really follow." So when High Tech was mimicking Elvis, I called her in here. I said, "Yo, so didn't I tell you that's how it goes?" She was like, and she just bust out laughing. My child gonna be terrible in school, man.
Hey, Digger, how old is she?
My daughter's 12 years old. And she's her sense of humor is like mine. It's like she can find humor in everything.
Right. If she in her formative years, these years right here make like pretty much dictate what she gonna be personality wise. Oh man, it's over. It's over.
I saw her by the creek. Oh, Mariana Lane.
He got the rotator going.
Right. I sound like he on a vocal Leslie.
Keep doing that so I can sample you real quick.
Right. It didn't sound. Hey, why you bullshit, nigga? It didn't sound bad though.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't play it.
Amazing grace.
What's fucking Jim Carrey did this shit in
exactly. I'm the Reverend Bill Pecos.
Wait, did you talk to Overlord?
Oh yeah. We had a good conversation probably for about an hour. So he's in Madison, so he's like probably distance wise, he's about an hour, about 45 minutes from me, maybe. Hour 45 minutes. So
nice.
But yeah,
shit.
So I got the live.
Okay.
You got the live? Okay.
Yeah.
And using the 2.0. Nice.
And it comes to their dead.
So are you making beats in the den like you told me you were gonna do?
I don't have the picture on here, but it was funny. My wife the other day, she put we have this stuffed animal, this shark. It's like her favorite little stuffed animal. It's probably about, I don't know, maybe 3 feet long, something like that. And so on the couch, she had this real comfortable play. and she had a pillow, and she put my MPC Live up on the pillow, and she put the shark on the MPC Live up by his face with his little fins on the pads with headphones on his head, and then took a picture and sent it to me. So
That's sweet.
Wow.
Oh shit.
I wish I had a wife like that.
Me too.
How y'all doing?
Oh,
What's going on?
gotta go.
hey, what's up, CX?
How y'all
What's up, Dad?
What's going on?
Bo.
Pop.
None.
So the workflow on the
Well,
live
y'all
is
call me
definitely
Pops.
different because
It
with
is.
the touch screen and flipping through the screens and stuff, but the verbiage is all the same. It's just like, you know,
okay.
so I'm just getting used to it.
I'm trying to get used to the 2.0 because the whole screen is.
It's black. Oh,
Man.
come on, man. Somebody
Hey,
Gotta be Wallace.
Hey, Gadget.
Wallace.
Hey,
Gotta be
Gadget.
Wallace.
come on, bro.
Somebody poured a 40 ounce in a red solo cup.
You hear me, Gadget?
Yeah. What you got to get used to is the on a lot of screens you got to hold the shift button down.
Right.
And a lot of
Especially
functions
when it
up at
comes to
the
chopping.
bottom. Oh
Hey,
goodness,
Gadget.
yeah.
Hey, Gadget.
Yo,
But I
Hey,
love it though.
just look at the NPC. You see how I was just looking at the screen when we was doing the video?
yeah.
If you just stick with that for now and
Be all right.
then start watching the screen, you're gonna be all right.
Okay.
You're gonna be
I'm loving it so far. I got a basic outline of a beatdown. Is it just me or does it have like a unique sound? Because it sure sounds punchy and crispy.
It does. It does.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it does. When I was using the live, I noticed that too. Like when you put the MPC 60 joint on the master.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even
Hey
played
man,
with
stop
any of the
giving away
vintage
secrets
modes
and
yet.
shit. See,
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
I haven't even played around with any of the vintage modes yet, but this is the first hardware NPC that I've ever even had to call my own. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, congratulations, man!
Yeah, man, that's
You're gonna
what's up.
enjoy yourself. You can be sitting back in one of them Lexuses at work, man, getting work in. Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, and Wade, Overlord had to tell me because
Sherman
I didn't know last year. It has that lithium battery in it, so like if you want to go, if you got an aux cord with you, you can always test your mixes out in one of those Lexuses that
He don't need no aux club.
It's Bluetooth.
He got Bluetooth.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
That's right. That's
Bluetooth.
right.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I'll be crashing in traffic trying to make it.
Hold on.
I
The live has Bluetooth.
It has
Yeah,
Bluetooth.
yeah.
The Live and the X have Bluetooth
And Wi-Fi.
and Wi-Fi. Yeah, both they all have.
Damn.
Hey, but can you transfer data over the Wi-Fi? Or is it just
I don't
I
know.
haven't tried it yet.
You know what I
Okay.
tried with the Wi-Fi? Ableton Link, and it works.
That's what it.
Yeah,
That's what
Ableton Links
Okay.
works. Yeah.
That's the intention with potentially like more built in, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like laying the groundwork for more capability. And so yeah, I think that's the intention. Perhaps more will come in the future.
Hey, Gadget,
Yo,
man, I got a 4K editing powerhouse over here, man.
what you got?
That iPad Pro.
that iPad?
Damn.
Oh yeah, I noticed your daughter got you that that
Yeah, she
iPad
got
Pro.
the
That's
iPad
dope.
Pro.
Wish I had a daughter like that.
With the Lumis Fusion app that do the 4K editing, multiple tracks.
Damn.
You can do all the LUTs from different. You can import LUTs from different stuff. You can do all that, man.
So are you gonna play with the
Yeah, I usually create my own LUTs from
Yeah,
MPC
that's what
Pro?
you can do. You can create your own LUTs and then import them into here
Okay.
and save them.
I create my LUTs in not Photoshop, Lightroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can create them. You can create your own LUTs. All that. You can do multiple bit rates, as far as different rates with the video. All this on the iPad, like stuff on here that you're doing with this video.
Basically, a
app,
computer now.
man, that junk will have Final Cut Pro sputtering on a Mac, but it won't have it on here.
Wow.
So it's on.
I think the ability to like name your sounds and your tracks and stuff is really intuitive too when you're flipping through it on the live.
The live basically is the touch, man.
Yeah, see, I ain't never played. I never seen the touch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the touch with
standalone capability.
What's up, everybody, man? I come
What
right
up,
into
mental?
I step right into a pause moment. Huh?
Oh, I thought that was mental. That's CX.
No,
See,
they
man.
ain't.
See, man. What happened to the baseline, man? I wanted the baseline, brother.
Man, look, man, and like I told you, man, you barely got hi hats, man. Gadget cut it out. Cause I was like, y'all want? Remember I said that? Man, I was like, you want some hi hats? Cause I wasn't gonna put none in.
He is telling the truth.
I think it was rigged, man. I think CX went in there prior to that and like, hey.
Nah, man. hey, I didn't even want to use the samples, man. For real. I asked Gadget, which one you think which one I should use? Cause I felt like I was cheating with all them Jones, man. I did, didn't I, Gadget?
Everything on there was fire.
I was like, nah, man, this is too easy, man.
I said, man, this dude here picked the worst best record. Because you remember when we were talking about it, like, man, I picked like somebody you wouldn't even want to be called a plane with. I was like, oh, it's gotta be Liberace.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Liberace.
I was thinking either Liberace or Elton John.
I was like,
well, no, hey man, Elton John did Benny and the Jets, man. You can ride you can ride out with Elton John.
But that wasn't even Liberace though. That was somebody he was
like sponsored by Liberace. Liberace presents.
but he had about as much mascara on as Liberace, so
he probably was one of his boys. He was putting the wood to Liberace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
some
why.
heat on that shit, though. There was some heat on that shit.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Gadget was like, hey, wrap that up.
Installing an external hard drive in the live too is like really easy. Like
super easy.
Yeah.
I actually miss my live though, man. I every time I look at the X, I'll be like, man, I miss my live.
I ain't turned mine on. Turn my MPC back on since the what you call
same thing.
That.
I ain't did shit since Sunday.
Since Sunday.
Oh, since
I ain't done that.
the video y'all shot.
Yeah. We shot that Sunday. Gadget a goddamn beast, man.
Yeah.
Gadget like did that shit, was like, yeah, man, I got you on so and so. Where that beat? I'm like, god damn, that quick? But you know, that's what's up.
Shout out to Mrs. Mills, man, because hey. Behind without her blessing and her understanding of what he does,
hell yeah,
half of the shit we have. So.
Right? Always, man.
Yeah.
Always give her love and praise, man. Because without her,
she could be like, hey man, you got to cut some of this shit out. You just you on that bullshit.
All the fucking videos be 1.5 minutes. I ain't had time to do the rest of it.
Yeah,
we had to watch this movie.
Yeah, I
got two different.
Your Gadget from. Go ahead, CX.
I was gonna give y'all a live stream when we was filming it, but I didn't want to leak the footage.
Yeah, you did say you wanted to do that because I had the clip joint from Five and Below up there.
Yep.
So all you had to do was hook the phone up.
I'm gonna
but
let
the shit
that
was
slide.
cool, man.
Me too.
Shut up, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Y'all need to turn the sensitivity down a little bit, man.
Right?
I'm telling you.
Leak the footage though.
Come on, dog.
That is funny though. Leak the footage.
Yeah, it's time for a pause break.
All right, Dick. I'll leave it alone.
I hate pause breaks, man. Them shits is like penalty minutes.
Hey, RTO, man, you pause, man. You just lay back in the cut and just absorb everything, man. That's all you do, man.
Damn,
that's my man.
Damn, bro.
Pause.
Damn, RTO. Hey, we need to talk.
Right? Damn, you take everything, huh?
I'm gonna start calling you the watch.
Oh shit.
What up, Davenport?
The watch.
What up, man?
What up, Davenport?
Technical.
What up, good sir?
In this month. I'm good now. Okay. All right.
Happy birthday to you, man.
Yeah, both of y'all happy birthday. Y'all have birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy
Yeah.
Happy
I
belated,
saw the
bro.
comments. I saw the comment the dude made in Howard B. Knox's joint. To myself, oh, he cheated. I'm like, dude, you don't
He cheated?
how can you come to how you leap to that conclusion just because you didn't see him in the store don't mean he didn't like go through with it.
Hold up, he cheated.
And then I like the other comment. Did he even go into the store?
Wow.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Like,
because you didn't finish watching the video.
Wait a minute,
did you watch the video?
He commented way in the beginning.
Did he? Wait,
Right.
I thought I saw Knox in there with a blindfold on.
They going by not watching the full video.
Because
the way he edited, yeah.
Man, you know you got a bunch of creeps, man.
Yep.
Bunch of creeps and creeps.
Hey, but looking at the recent rhythm roulettes, if you get a boom bap dude on there, the trap dudes are gonna kill him.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They full out trap now.
Oh.
Yeah, they got a lot of trap followers now.
And people are big up in that Parker bullshit.
Yes, sir.
That's what Wallace was talking about. Yeah.
I mean, they're like, oh, he does experimental hip hop. That shit is
Yeah,
trash.
nigga, they be like, your minds ain't open right. You ain't listening fast enough.
Who's Parker?
The drugs ain't strong enough.
Exactly.
You need some acid
You
to
ain't
like
smoke-
that shit.
You ain't smoking that bioengineered ass dope.
If you got to
I'm
act
saying,
that
though.
way, you don't need to see it. You don't need to put yourself through that.
Man, they smoking dippers, man.
Right? The dipper.
Oh wait, are you talking about the redhead dude?
Yeah.
Injury mob, or what are they called? Injury
reserve.
Injury reserve or something.
Injury to my damn earlobes.
They're in the right place. Injury reserve. Injury reserve.
I thought I was on a different planet, man. Like when I heard I saw them like moving their head and and I'm like, what rhythm are they going to? no, like totally.
What?
Man, I'm be honest with you, I didn't even watch the video. I trusted y'all judgment, man. I didn't even want to sit through that catastrophe, man.
Here's what happened, right? I was watching it and I'm sitting and I noticed I'm like shaking my head, like I'm trying to bob and trying to vibe to it, and I'm like, well, wait a second. It's just a pause free for all. So, but I realized I was like, wait a
You can't pause the deacon.
Pause that.
The deacon.
Hey, Red Man did that early back in the day.
His boy was
anywhere where the deacon at.
Wait, his boy was feeling the beat.
Yeah.
He was on one.
It was definitely something that I realized. I was like, wait, what? It just really
He on injury reserve. They might got him on all types of narcotics to relieve his pain.
I think so.
I don't know.
I mean, the fact that the name is injury reserve and not injured reserve kind of tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Let him have it, Dixie.
I don't want to be biased. Well, yeah, I do.
Yes, you do.
Rich white kids cannot make good hip hop. Hip hop comes from struggle. And
now, here's something. I just stumbled upon this. Have you guys seen on YouTube Accurate Beats? That dude from Sweden?
No.
Man, he puts together some stuff. He goes, well, okay, let me see if I can get this to work. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to put this out. Okay. And that stuff is doper than 99% of stuff I hear today. Man, I'm telling you, this dude is sick.
I've seen. I want to say he's on like Sweden.
He's from Sweden. And then he goes, well, it looked like I just need to put some scratch on top of this. And then he starts scratching, and his scratches are ill. But man, I'm telling you, like his workflow and like how he's like, okay, that kick, okay, I'm gonna mute the kick, I'm gonna filter it a little bit, but I gotta bring the snare up a little bit. This, and then he's got like this dope kit out of just a kick, a snare, and a hi-hat. and it sounds so sick. He lays it down. His chops are so dope. And I was like, whoa, wow! I just happened to stumble upon dude. He's got like,
Hey, but wait, you just explained why. You just say he was Sweden. Cats overseas respect real hip hop. So
no doubt,
Right.
no doubt.
Like I said, I'm not in the crowd of the wealth part of it. I just think if you respect it and you love it and you take the time to learn it and practice that and do your due diligence, you'll be good at it. You know, that's what
What I find was funny was he would just be like, well, I had these samples chopped up. I'll see if I can get something to work. And he lays it out, and it's like doper than like anything I've heard in the last.
I just hate when dudes be trying to make this shit harder than what it is. Start getting all. Yeah, pause that. They be trying to make it more.
Wasn't me that time.
More difficult.
I didn't say nothing either.
More difficult.
Just make note of that.
More difficult than what it is, and they start getting all methodical and using all this oscillating this and oscillating that, and adjusting the ADSR.
And he's not technical.
This and that.
No, he's
I'm
not
just talking
technical
about-
in any of this. Yeah,
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about that's the problem. Like when you come from music, making music, and you're using your ears, you're not even you shouldn't even be. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's not that. It shouldn't be that way.
And right on.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because everything came from a feeling. And pause. It came from a feeling.
That is true.
It came from a feeling, and it came from your ears.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
we didn't have no screens with waveforms on it or nothing like that. We wasn't sitting up here looking at no monitor. You know what I'm saying? Adjusting the slice points. We was doing all that shit by ear.
Tell them why you mad, son.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, another thing, we wasn't making beats to say, okay, now I need a club banger. No, we were just making them. And if it had to get played in the club, it get played in the club. You know what I'm saying? Music wasn't directional. It wasn't directional. It was whatever was made.
It's like for me, like take a guy like let's take a guy like Michael McDonald, right? Michael McDonald wasn't poor, but he loved black music to the point where he had to hide all his records. He had to hide all his records from his family, and that's what he loved. He listened to it from a kid until he was an adult, to the point where it was just in him. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so that explains his voice.
Hey, he had the soul. You know what I'm saying? If
Another
you're a fan of it.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of the soul, you can you want to be a musician, you can do it.
Another dude who's really dope from like early jazz, not early jazz, but like Bob James era stuff is Michael Franks.
Michael Franks is
so dope.
He got a distinctive voice. His singing style.
His singing style. I love his singing style because it's real whispery, but it's effective.
Yep. The dude who made that song that was kind of, to me, it's kind of an interpolation of Bootsy Collins joint that for Childish Gambino, the joint he had.
Oh yeah.
A white dude produced that. He came from a jazz background. You see what I'm saying? So if you a fan of the music and you take the time to work on your craft, and like I said, and you're a real fan of it, you gonna figure out how to do it.
Dude, it's funny you said that, Dixie. I don't mean cut you off. The reason why I said that is because when you talk about jazz, fusion jazz, a lot of fusion jazz artists are mixed artists across the board. You know what I'm saying? From Jeff Lorber all the way to Kim Pencil. All these dudes, they're white dudes. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of them were session musicians.
Paul Hardcastle.
Yeah, come on. Hey,
Number 19.
Hey, don't front on P. Hardcastle.
But Paul Hardcastle made his own distinct
You got
sound,
the
though.
point.
You feel what I'm saying? I can't say that British electronic contemporary sound.
Shit, yeah.
You know, the funny thing is too is what you find is when you have this idea of experimental, right? You could stumble upon something that's actually super dope and like next level, but I don't like to just say I'm feeling something just because it's new and experimental. Hey, whack is whack. You know, like
That's what you feeling.
I guess for me, it just all really goes back to your level, the level of respect that you have for the art form.
Yeah,
that's true.
Regardless of class or race, like you respect the art form, you study it, you learn it, you practice it, you'll be good at it.
You nurture it like it's a
Within
newborn fucking baby.
Within time, right? For sure.
Hey, the same can be said for what's my man, Charlie Pride.
Yeah.
Charlie Pride ain't got nothing.
Hey, Charlie Pride from
No,
Memphis.
I'm saying in terms of, you know.
Ain't he from Memphis?
Hey man, nah, hell nah.
Oh. No, I'm saying there's a lot of musical dudes. You know, Memphis is a hotbed.
Yeah.
You know?
We but nah, brother, don't give us that dude.
No, I thought he might have been one of them LMG niggas, man.
Hey, trust me. If he was LMG, ain't no way he'd be singing no country. He'd be singing the blues. He'd be singing the blues after they got a hold of him. But nah, but one thing about it though, Dixie though, like most young cats who live in the city now, they don't take advantage of the historical context of what this city has to offer. They don't know about the jazz. They don't know about, you know, blues,
high records and stacks
and you know, Willie Mitchell. They don't know those things because
Bobby Blue Bland.
Right. Their education about, you know, music, it only starts with like most of the younger dudes now. Their education, you know, it starts with like people like Yo Gotti and Black Youngster, and before them,
oh God,
Lord.
but you know, that's what I'm saying.
If you from Memphis and you rap, you better know Skinny Pimp, A-Ball, and JG.
You better know Skinny Pimp. You better know SMK. You better know Fly. You better know Zerk. You better know Squeaky. You better know all these dudes because
LMG.
What was the kid what was the dude that was down with NWA? What's his name? I had posted some of his stuff not too long ago.
NWA.
Yeah, he was cool with Easy and them. Because we talked about it not long ago. He was one of the first rappers out of Memphis. He kind of looked like DJ Quick a little bit.
Al Capone?
No, not Al Capone. What was his name? He played guitar. He be on YouTube playing guitar now. He play instruments and shit.
Damn, I gotta see what that is.
What was his name?
You know the crazy thing is that we
hold up. Hey, Jay Bishop said Charlie Pride is the Lionel Richie of country music.
Hey yo, so that's what I was about to say to Gadget earlier. So you might not care, but I'm just gonna put it out there. So I was listening to Questlove Supreme today, and they had dude that played keyboards for Michael Jackson and a whole bunch of other Stevie Wonder and a whole bunch of other people. Greg Philligan. Philligan.
Okay.
And he basically said Michael Jackson always fucked him out of his money on the publishing and shit. He said the one artist that took care of him was Lionel Richie.
I believe it.
Damn, Mike.
Lionel get a bad rap.
That's how them Gary dudes do you though, man. My bad.
Davenport took that shit to heart.
Hey, but you know what though, man? We had a big advantage. We had a big advantage over these younger cats, for real. And the reason why I said that is because we came up in an age where our parents listening to jazz and soul music. So when we started making music, we were using their records, and that made us dig into what we were sampling. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
funny. You said that, man. When I first got started to collect my own vinyl and stuff, I ain't had none of my pop's collection. It wasn't until 13 that I ended up acquiring his collection. And but one thing I remember about his collection though was when I was younger, I remember the colors more so than the records. I remember the colors of the records and the album artwork. Like to this day,
artwork was crazy.
Now I would say CX. I agree with you on the exposure side, but when it comes to access, I have to disagree because these little motherfuckers just pull it up on their phone, pause, and listen to Pandora Jazz all fucking day.
Yeah,
now, that is true. That is true. But I'm telling you, Dixie, from having a background working in electronics with Samsung and all that stuff, and having to deal with these crazy young dudes who used to come in when their phone was messed up, this, that, and other. Half of them don't use their phone for what they're for. Right. They just use it to make a phone call or text or these social media
tweet
aspects.
And shit.
Yeah, they don't do any digging. But also too, the music they listen to isn't really derived from nothing really.
Right.
I hate to say it.
It is not.
Our music is derived from samples, so we got to listen to where we got it from, and then that, because sometimes all of us who sample, we tend to listen to the music that we sample just to listen to it at times.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you might hear a song that's so incredible, you be like, I can't sample that, man. I don't even touch it. You know
or what I do, I hear a song so incredible, I go back and listen to that group's all their music.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It makes you. Pause.
I did that with the moments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, just the other day, man, I was listening to Dillio, man, on his lunch break.
I just saw a video.
I'm voting for no.
I just saw a video the other day where
I got inspired by Fab and CX. Man, I went digging on Thursday and found 27 Fire Dollar albums. Crazy.
Damn.
Where y'all finding dollar joints?
Crazy. You know what, man? I really just peeped out when I watched that video. Man, you brought me a serious power move too, man. How you pulled that joint right out the stack. I wasn't really paying attention to it when we was there because I was laughing because you pulled, you know what I'm saying? But you pulled the other one out the stack. You ain't want me to get a hold of that.
Yeah, you did that shit. hey, Brad, I even said it.
Tracking.
Yeah. Man, CX would have bodied that shit. It'd have been just my luck.
Man, there's a low down such as
I just saw a video the other day where it had Ninth Wonder on the panel with Crisis and Just Blaze and someone else. I can't remember exactly what it was.
You talking about the Red Bull joint?
Red Bull joint.
It was something where he was talking about how nowadays people are giving them calls. Like Just Blaze had a perfect example. I don't remember the catalog that was owned, but like the sons and the daughters that are in the legacy of the actual artists that own the copyrights are like, man, it's dope. I got this whole thing. You know, what do you want? I got the whole catalog for you. I own it. You know?
Yeah, they shopping it around now.
That's money, shit.
So it can generate them dollars because it ain't making no money. It's just sitting around and
like, we need Just Blaze to make another hit.
And that was the thing too about fairness, right? Like, all right, just give me 25%. You know, where other cats like Super Tramps, like, no, we don't want nothing and 100%.
Right.
And then something else to put out the single. We want another 5%.
Oh, you talking about the Breathe joint?
The Fabulous.
Yeah, that Breathe joint.
But you know what? That was I can't remember who leaked that song, but
Fabulous leaked.
No. Fab didn't leak it himself.
Yeah, he took it to the radio station.
No, he gave it to somebody, but they wasn't supposed to play it. So I'm trying to think, was that Flex?
To somebody.
Yeah, Paul.
It got leaked. It got leaked before they could get into the copyright.
When Buckwild was breaking down the I Got a Story to Tell joint, them cats didn't want nothing.
Wasn't that crazy?
They wouldn't clear regardless of the money, regardless of Puff calling, regardless of Clive Davis calling. They still would not clear it.
And I bet you they're cleared now.
Genre bias.
Yeah. And that,
But you know, but a lot of people are like
Hey,
that.
but
about
they
that.
played themselves. They played. See, this is what these motherfuckers don't understand. And then as a person who plays instruments, this is what I do. Oh, you don't want me to sample your shit? Okay, I'm gonna replay your shit and just pay you a little fee, a
Matter of
little
fact,
sync fee.
I'm a reverse your shit with this software and chop it up,
Chop it up and hide it.
rearrange it. Right. So
Because I ain't gotta have your permission to interpolate. I just gotta pay you a fee.
I
Are you
break
talking
law.
about video?
I break law. Come see me after I sell 1 million.
And that's
Cease
what
and
they
desist.
did.
Cease and desist,
That's
right?
what Buckwild.
There
That's
you
what
go.
Puff and Buckwild had Chucky Thompson replay everything. And then you ain't gotta share no royalties.
But to
you
be
gotta do
honest,
none of that.
but to be honest with you, the latter version sounds better than the original to me.
Ain't that about a bitch?
But it's just funny to me how they play themselves. Like, okay, you don't want me to sample your record. You do know I can just go get some musician, replay it, then I ain't gotta pay you shit. I just pay you a little sync license, and that's it. And that ain't nowhere compared to what you would have got if you'd have let me sample it.
I seen that happen to Just Blaze when he was doing the song for T.I. and damn, what was the name of that song? And T.I. took it back to the label.
Was it King?
Was it? I know about. No, it's not.
was it the one? Was it the one with Rihanna?
Yeah, because he had played it.
Swagger Like Us.
No,
No, not that one. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Shit.
Yeah, because Just Blaze was like, they won't clear it or something, so he got them to play it. You know what I'm saying? He played a little bit and got whoever to play the rest of it, and then the label still wouldn't clear it. They was like, no, we still can't use it, so we had to go from scratch all over again.
Yeah.
You know?
I bet Melvin Moore broke ass is hating life right now.
Shit.
God damn.
How you think?
Why you say that? Why you say that, Dad? What sample? What sample she ain't let clear?
She didn't want to sample any of them.
Yeah, but you know, Common said it best though, man. Because when I go for cash, I go for broke like Melba Moore.
Yeah.
Why should a male with a BA get more than me? Or Rashid got an MC degree?
If I was an artist back then, I would love for them to sample my work because one keeps my legacy alive.
Exactly.
Man, Ron Isley wake up with a smile on his face every morning because he got
motherfucker.
Just like
them royalty checks don't stop.
So where you going, Ron?
Just like Peter,
come on to the mailbox.
James Brown should have let motherfuckers know what the blueprint was. Because think about it, like you wound up being in Rocky and all of this other shit from people sampling your music. They gave you like a second career.
They did. It gave
Another
me life.
revival.
Yeah.
And just like what's his name? What's his name in Steely Dan? What his name? Donald Fagen.
Donald Fagen.
Look at him. Look how he treated Peter Guns now. Now he can't even tour.
Oh, with the whole Black Cow or what was the song?
Black Cow.
Black Cow.
They needed this.
And
I was
Zoe
talking about this before.
when he redid it.
What's the name of the dude that Common sample or that Dilla sample for the
Bobby Caldwell?
Yeah. That motherfucker was happy as fuck that he did that.
You damn right. He
was happy as fuck.
Bobby Caldwell.
Oh, Bobby Caldwell ain't like that, man. He
he was cool. He was happy as hell.
He's not that type of person. You know what I'm saying?
But think about how many people got introduced to Bobby Caldwell who didn't know Bobby Caldwell.
Exactly.
In 2000 because of that. Because the light was.
What was
the crazy thing about Bobby Caldwell is this. Bobby Caldwell was that Tina Marie in a sense. What I mean was
I get what you're saying.
He was that KC and the Sunshine Band dude.
Yeah.
Because when people saw who he was, they could not believe it. You feel what I'm saying? And so
because as a kid, I thought Bobby Caldwell was black.
Yeah.
Hey, did you? Hey, you know Kev on stage is right because he did a few videos on this. Not knowing who Bobby Caldwell was, and he found out he was black. Blew his tire
because he had some of my favorite songs. He had that the Open Your Eyes joint, and the joint that they use for Temptation for Pac and all that. What you won't do?
What you won't do? That still get played till this day.
Hey, what's the dude from Tower of Power that Kanye sampled for that Twister song?
Lenny Williams.
Lenny
Lenny
Williams.
Williams.
Yeah.
Was it Tower Power? Well,
Yeah,
I saw his
Lenny
own
Williams
song.
Tower Power.
He said when they sampled that song, he started getting booked from shows all the way across the country.
Yep.
And he got one
And
coming.
he had performed in years.
He got one coming up here.
Yeah, be damn sure do.
But you know what's funny about that? Are y'all talking? You know, Lenny Williams. I think the illest person to use that sample. And y'all can fight me on this.
Scarface.
No. The Alchemist on the Mobb Deep.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yes,
I have to hear it again.
Man, I'm telling you, I've heard this song flip 3 or 4 times, and I'm telling you, the way Alchemist flipped it on the instrument album, No Place Like Home, the best I've ever heard that song flip.
Yeah,
I think one of the best Lenny Williams samples was Dear Summer, the one Jay used on Dear Summer.
That's 29 though. That's not just Lynn. That's 29 though.
But you know he's singing on that joint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he was happy.
And that's a loop.
He was happy as hell that they sampled that record though, because he was like, man, not only did I make money, promoters calling me now, like it's out of the blue. Like he was down on his luck when that happened. So I don't know what they be thinking about. They need to remove their egos, man, and realize that this gonna be a win-win situation for them. You're gonna get paid off the record, and you're gonna be hot again.
What's the name of that Lenny Williams? What's the name of that song by Lenny Williams?
Which one? I Love You?
Because I Love You, right?
Because I Love You.
Have you ever heard the part 2 of it?
No, send it to me.
It's kind of
don't send him shit. Don't send him shit. Don't drop that shit.
Right, come on now.
Yellow cake.
Hey, any of y'all watch Trick Daddy Unsung?
Not yet.
I watched some of it. The warden was watching that shit.
I watched the one with the boys though.
Yeah.
Okay. The boys, you talking about the group?
Yeah,
Down my
boys. Yeah, that's what I was talking about last. I was talking about it last week. Yeah.
Hey man,
I gotta check that shit.
Man, don't be acting like you wasn't talking about. Like, you got me going.
Nah, man, my sister made me hate that shit. I fucking couldn't stand that shit. Fuckers got on goddamn the suit jackets with the shoulder pads in them and shit.
All I can say is that new edition influence was strong.
Hell yeah, it was. Cause I used to get them mixed up when I was younger. Shit.
How you know that?
You did that, but okay. I don't know how you did that, but okay.
Yo, none of them
because I'm talking about mixed. Fuck.
I'm fucking with you. I tell y'all just doing the towel. Fuck it, I ain't trying to explain.
Cass was walking around with them jacked up haircuts like them and everything.
Hey man, that shit look like the Bob of Sleeves doing this shit. That shit.
This is gonna be controversial. What I'm about to say. New Edition is the greatest R&B group of all time.
No.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You know what?
I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Before you elaborate, hold up. I would say New Edition is the greatest R&B group of our generation.
Yeah.
Name another group. Hold on. Name another group who. Now I know y'all gonna say the Jacksons, but I'm gonna tell you where they killed the Jacksons at. All right.
Fuck that.
Success's kids. Success's teenagers. Hold on. Success's teenagers and Success's adults. But this is where they separate themselves from everybody else. When they broke up into their different fractions, these motherfuckers still killed the game. Multi-platinum album.
So you ain't like Jermaine, bro? Jermaine?
Michael had a career. Michael had a career. Eddie Kendricks had a career.
But that don't
but none of them had a career like fucking Bobby Brown selling 11 million records.
Yeah, but that don't make
going platinum.
Yeah, Johnny
Gill, smash after smash. Hold on. And BBD, the least talented of the crew, 3 million out the gate with Poison, and that Poison gonna outlive all of us and our kids.
But that don't make
they the greatest.
But does that make them the greatest group though?
They the greatest.
That don't make them the greatest, in my opinion.
Chris, Mike,
I mean, they were successful.
Hold on. Then I went to go see them 3 years ago. These motherfuckers was dancing like they were 17 years old, hitting every step, all 6 of them. We paid for 1 ticket and saw 5 acts. No other group gonna give you that. No other group gonna give you that.
I hear what you're saying, I'm trust me. There's no bigger New Edition fan than me on this panel than me. But
I ain't saying it was the best singers.
No. When I think about it, it's like what? Okay, it's easy for you to come to that conclusion, and I know why, and I see why, and I hear your logic in it. But without the Temptations, we don't have New Edition. We don't have the Jacksons. We don't even have the Boys. We don't have none of these groups that subsequently model themselves after New Edition. Because you think about Boys to Men, is a spinoff of New Edition, and Bipartisan, they are a spinoff of the Temptations. So without the Temptations, in that blueprint, it's like the foundation. So yeah, man, you could be New Edition.
Okay, man, fuck that shit.
So if that's the case,
is the best, man.
Hold on. If that's the case, then we can't say Michael Jordan's better than Dr. J then.
Well,
which I know is ludicrous. Because you can be the first, but that don't mean you're the best.
Hold on. Let's say the sports stuff and talk that stuff. We got to get Davenport.
All right, my bad. But what I'm saying is, Hurts. I give you that. It wouldn't be no New Edition without the Jacksons, without the Temptations. Because we keep going forward.
Right.
But that don't mean that what came after can't be better.
So do you let me ask you a question? Do you think that Michael Jackson is greater than James Brown? I don't think so.
No, I don't. But it's not because James Brown came first. It's just that James Brown did so much.
Exactly.
It's like his career lasted for so long. This dude,
Michael Jackson's career is longer than James Brown.
If you count his kid years,
Longer than James Brown?
I won't say long.
It is.
No,
James Brown shit was from the 50s to the 90s, right?
The 40s to the 2000s.
Michael Jackson was from what, 8 on up to 50 something.
He was a kid.
But the same can be said for James Brown. James Brown got his longevity. The man didn't quit until he died.
Actually, they ain't got shit on Stevie.
The reason why I said, I mean, it's like I don't know what type of parameters we going by, but I would say this: Michael Jackson, to me, he's the greatest of all. And the reason why I say that is because nobody has had an impact like he had all over this goddamn globe.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
I hear you with that though.
But me personally, let me say this real quick, Hurst, I'm gonna shut up. Now, Michael Jackson, from a performer, a superstar, I'm with you, but I respect Prince tons more because Prince do his own fucking music. He don't need Quincy Jones.
I respect that too, but what I'm saying too, like that's just like when people make that Michael Jordan, the 7 rings. Okay, how we doing this with music? With 6, I'm sorry. How we doing this with music? Is we doing it by impact? We doing it by sales? Because nobody has surpassed him in sales.
No, you true.
But a lot of people got sales though. CX.
Not that sale.
But I see what CX saying though. He talking about appeal. He appealed to so many people.
Right.
No matter what your age was, no matter what your race was, gender didn't matter.
His impact was fucking ridiculous.
It was he transcended
worldwide.
Every category.
Like you said, it's shit's worldwide.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand that, but let's say for the sake of argument, Michael Jackson didn't have Jackie Wilson. Michael Jackson didn't have James Brown.
Oh, he definitely had his influence.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that. I'm a bigger James Brown
out here trying to move
for
on.
Me too.
I love Michael Jackson, but I love James Brown more.
James Brown paved the way. You know what I'm saying, with his style of what he does. You feel what I'm saying?
Because a lot of
Michael Jackson took that shit and ran with it.
But
everybody.
Speaking of James Brown,
but it's just like if an architect builds your house, right? So if you build your house on just mud and dirt. And whatever, and you ain't got no foundation. Yeah, you got nice. It looks nice, but you ain't got no foundation to sit all that shit on. So I guess what I'm talking about, I don't care about the numbers. I understand Mike's impact. I'm a Michael Jackson fan. Grew up, always gonna love Mike. But when I do it by a comparison by, like our influences are what shape us.
True.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that you can't surpass your idol, but you can't do astronomical things, but you never forget. That's like almost like in the sense of forgetting where you come from. If you come from less than standard conditions and you make it, it'll be dumb of you to kind of thumb your nose at what helped build you character wise coming into the situation.
Right. But I don't think that's what I'm saying though. Like I knew it when I said the New Edition comment. Of course, I'm still gonna get a Jackson's their props. I'm still gonna get a Temptations their props because they started all that shit. But when it comes to being an artist as a kid, all the way up to your adult years, breaking up into fractions and still having sets individually,
right?
Like that's some shit that's hard to do.
But I can tell you, I can tell you this: there are more people out here in the world that know who the Temptations are than they do New Edition. I can ask my daughter right now who New Edition is. She couldn't tell me, but if I asked her,
I tell you this.
She
You know
can tell
what's crazy?
But that's because that's your teachings, though.
No. It's not. It's not because of that. I think it's a lot of times too. When I was in high school, when I was in the choir, we did Temptation routines in our show choir.
Okay.
See, so their music is being implemented in school curriculums and stuff. I ain't heard Cooler Now in a school curriculum. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that. Like I'm never.
Well, my rebuttal to that is two things. One, maybe your teacher, that's what he was on. He was on the Temptations. Paul. And two, the Temptations didn't have not one hit as a kid group because they wasn't a kid group.
It wasn't a kid.
You know what I'm saying? New Edition was a kid group who had success on every age.
But in fairness, though, they were a kid group. They weren't like 12 years old, but they were kids. They were 17, 18 when they got the.
New Edition did that, and they did it when they was like 8, 9, 10.
You just stated my point about Michael Jackson.
What?
They were kids, had successes. They were kids all the way until adults. Michael Jackson did the same exact thing.
Yeah, Michael did, but his brothers didn't. That's the difference between the Jackson 5 and
Jermaine did.
Jermaine had one hit.
Man, Jermaine got a lot of hits, but Jermaine did a lot of writing back in the days too.
Ultra Perm man's dude.
Man, I don't know what that is. That dude got a high top fade, finger waves, a ducktail,
taper.
Man, that dude got so many styles going
on. Of course, I didn't expect y'all to agree. That's why I said it. I knew it would be controversial.
That's right, man.
The last thing I'm gonna say about this is this: Bobby Brown got My Prerogative. That's gonna outlive him. Johnny Gill got My that's gonna outlive him. Ralph Transbat got what's the song? Sensitivity. That's gonna outlive him. And Belva DeVoe got Poison. That's gonna outlive them.
And guess what?
And they kids.
And guess what?
And that's just individual work.
Rolling Stone will still be outliving the Temptations and New Edition.
and New Edition together. What's the song?
Telephone Man.
There's a bunch of them. Shit, Telephone Man.
Cool It Now.
Can't Stand the Rain.
Cool It Now.
Count Me Out.
Back to Mike. Yeah. Of course, Mike is but James, for what we do, is the GOAT. Matter of fact,
let me say this.
I just found a dollar record from that. I never even heard, man.
Let me say this, Davenport. No single record has broke Thriller yet.
No,
in sales.
Yeah.
But you know what though? But you know what? The difference in all that is
not technically, but as an album, no. As a studio album, no. But the highest selling album of all time, just album period, not studio album, is the Eagles' Greatest Hits.
No,
but that's not a studio album.
I'm talking about one single.
One album.
One single.
Thriller.
One song.
No, that's not true. That's not true. The highest selling single of all time, I thought that was "I Make Love to You" by Boyz II Men, nigga. How y'all gonna forget about them?
Who came from who? Who came from who? New Edition.
Hey, but who are they styled after? The Temptation.
There you go. Ooh, got him.
See, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm. And look, I'm telling you, man.
Look, we can kill all this shit
nobody wanted to be around Trez, man, worse than I did growing up.
Hey, kill all this shit right now. The Jets got all of them. Straight up, man.
Menudo.
The Jets.
This nigga said Menudo.
High 5-star got him beat. Man. All fall down, man.
The Jets.
Boys, the man. Shoulder said. It's Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. All of them give it up to the Kings. New edition.
Milli Vanilli.
They carbon copied.
Hey, and why you think they carbon copy? Dixie. Who would they produce?
What are you talking about? Who you talking
Maurice Starr.
Yeah.
Maurice Starr, like, man, I can make another new edition.
Them dance moves, them everything. They give it up to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right stuff.
Right. To their credit, they do that. And I don't like, we don't like the disparities between them and New Kids on the Block, but New Kids on the Block did give it up to them. I give them that. I give them respect for that.
They had to though, man.
They come back to Boston.
But how many people have to and don't?
True.
That's
true. You know what? That's true because it happens in this culture all the time. Where people don't give props. Like you look at when we talk about, and I hate to keep going
Hold on,
back
what
to
you
this.
say they gave it up to? They gave it.
Yeah, that's all like.
I mean, they acknowledge that. They publicly acknowledged that they got everything from New Edition, and they actually went on tour together. Them boys on tour together and everything. They super cool.
Yeah, that was the perfect match. The black side of Boston, the white side of Boston, the same producer, all of them from Boston. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. But one of them was a carbon copy of the other.
Oh yeah,
that's the difference.
Because Maurice Starr
and because of what one of them looked like, they got all the accolades and all the money. And the other, and the cartoons and all that shit.
Of course, and that's just like hip hop now. That's how Macklemore and Ryan Lewis can get a Grammy for their work. Meanwhile, other guys who are clearly more lyrical, more
deserving.
More deserving.
Look, I respect Macklemore, but it's no goddamn way.
Macklemore did songs. He did a song with some old. Some old school hip hop.
I respect Macklemore,
and that's the only thing that gets lost in translation. Like, for some reason, there's this thing that's happening now to where, and I think it's more of an industry thing than it is just a cultural thing. Because now, when it comes, like I always tell people, like when it comes to black music, whether it's hip hop, whether it's R&B, soul, or whatever, there's always this divide and conquer mentality when it comes to this particular areas of the culture. Because you're never going to see 98 Degrees, or you're never going to see Blink 182 go say anything bad about Rolling Stones. They might feel that way, but they'll never publicly say that because they revere their legends. So when it comes to hip hop, and so I guess because hip hop is such a gladiator sport,
it's competitive.
No, right, I think that's beyond music. I think we're taught early, well, not at home, but just from external forces, to have self-hate.
Well, I mean, like, that kind of too, but like Dixie, like you playing football, right? You being a football player, Barry Sanders might be your favorite running back. He might inspire you to want to play the position. You're never going to get to the point, no matter how great. Like just like with Barry Sanders, Barry Sanders was such a great running back, but his father always said that Jim Brown was like the greatest running back he'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders had the opportunity to break every Jim Brown record there was, but guess what he did? He stopped playing football so he wouldn't do that to make his father seem like he was a liar. So this man had reverence for a guy that he clearly could have, etched cemented his whole legacy in stone by breaking this
all that nigga shit.
but what he did was he revered this dude through his father.
Yeah, you're right though, Hurst. But look how this mofo turned out.
Oh yeah, oh Dixie, I'm with you, bro. I'm not Dixie. CX, I'm with you, brother. Hey, after this, him and Coon Time Eddie, Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
man, but anyhow, I'm gonna say that to talk that stuff. I'm write this down. But nah, but you know,
I didn't mean to get off on a different tangent.
But I agree. Like I said, I'm such a New Edition fan, bro. Like anybody in my family can tell you. But I had this thing about our people who laid the foundation. And although the people who are inspired by those people,
until somebody say somebody better than Jordan. If somebody say Dr. J better than Jordan, then you ain't gonna do that.
I'm not going there.
Then you ain't gonna say that.
But you know what? No. Because me personally, I don't think Michael Jordan is the greatest champion ever, greatest player ever. That, to be honest with you, because there's so much, like CX was saying, so much criteria that. So what are you actually gauging it by? But if we going by championships, Kareem got 6 rings.
Championships.
If you go by championships,
Bill Russell got 11.
Bill Russell.
Well, then you gotta take Big Shot Bob.
Big Shot Bob got 7. See, that's what I'm saying. So
that's why I don't do the ring talk. That's why I don't do the ring talk.
Here's the thing, though. A lot of pundits who are doing the whole is LeBron the greatest player with him having one less than all these other greats and legends. So what are you gauging it by? Are you gauging it by statistics? Are you gauging it by rings? Because if you're going by rings, he's clearly not the greatest. If you're going by statistics, he's padding his statistics to where he could be one of the greatest statistical players ever. He could be the greatest statistical ever. But what does that mean in the grand scope of his? He's going to be a legend, no question about it. But am I putting him in my top? Let's say top 5. No.
Let me explain something to you, Hurst. Let me explain something to you, Hurst. Remember when they made the 50 greatest players, right?
They left Dominique off.
Listen. How many of those 50 greatest players got rings? But they wanted the 50 greatest though.
But you know what? Only person I can think of, and that's why I don't think a ring. Dominique Wilkins was one of my favorite players growing up. Aside from Magic Johnson, and he got a ring. He got a ring. I think it was San Antonio or whatever.
San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, but think about this. Think about what Dominique brought not only to the game, but think about stuff like the dunk contest. Think about all the legendary stuff that he did, all the battles, the duels he had.
Okay.
But I don't think any less of him because he only got 1 ring. You got to think about what his competition was then too.
Okay. Well, so when somebody says something about LeBron in a sense, you got to think about it in that same sense too.
Man, you know why I don't think of it in that same sense? Because LeBron is playing in a conference where it's so watered down.
Well, for me, I'm never going to. I love LeBron James. I love Kobe Bryant as players. But I'm never going to go against any of them old cats for one reason and one reason only. You could hand check back then. You could literally stop people from going by you without it being a foul. And people like Jordan and Dominique still, and Larry Bird and Mike Magic Johnson still dominated.
And they played against little guards.
But also too, one thing too, also, man, is that
I'm talking about Jordan did. The point guards and the shooting guards were smaller than. Hell, I could have been a shooting guard.
But CX, you play basketball. CX, you play basketball. You telling me, I don't care how tall the other guy is who's guarding you. If he can put his hand on your hip and keep you from going by him and kind of control your movement, you telling me that's easier than somebody who can't even hold on. But in today's league, you can't even cough on them.
But listen to what I'm saying. From somebody that play basketball with some of us all. If I'm 6'6", 6'7", I mean, shit, I can shoot over a nigga that's 6'4" now, 6'5".
But what if you didn't want to? What if you just wanted to drive the lane and drive the lane and dunk? What if you wanted to do that?
I'm taking it with me.
What if you wanted to do that?
I'm taking it with me. Listen. This is the thing.
But what I'm saying is, it's going to be easier if somebody who can't touch you at all.
But listen to
or
what
someone
I'm saying.
who can grab you.
Listen to what I'm saying. Now
I'm listening.
If I'm 6'6" and he's 6'2", 6'3", and he want to go to the lane, only thing I could probably do is if he put the ball on the ground, smack it out his hand. I'm definitely not going up there with him now unless I got a vertical of Spud Webb at my height. You know what I'm saying, to block it. Mm-hmm. The other thing is this: when we say when you start talking about them other ones, the other greatest players from back then, how people say, oh, he playing against weak this, weak that. Well, Bill Russell played against a bunch of short white boys back then. He won.
And Bill Russell, and Bill Russell didn't have no offense, none.
Right. But I'm not discounting what they did though. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I'm just saying.
What I'm just saying too. And also when Michael Jordan was playing, it was more penitentiary ball, but them dudes wasn't athletic as they are now. They're way more athletic.
That's true.
Just
That's
like
true.
in football, Dixie, you play football.
You true. That's true.
You know them dudes now is probably way more athletic than them Franco Harris and them and all them days.
Oh hell yeah!
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, it ain't even close.
Anything evolution is definite, and evolution brings about
pause, but the size is different too. Pause, but I mean, shit. Franco Harris. That's what you said. You know, like defensive ends back then would be linebackers in today's league.
Right.
Tackles would be ends in today's league. You know.
Okay, now
so bigger, stronger, faster.
Just like when they talk about centers. Oh man, we need a. I wish the old centers would come back. A center right now playing against a center back then, they probably would have an advantage on them. Pause in the paint. You know what I'm saying, a little bit, but that center gonna take him all the way out the paint. And a lot of them dudes back then, man, do you think Wes Unseld could have guarded Chris Webber? Do you think he could? Do you think he can grab?
Depending on the
jury out though. You don't necessarily know that.
Hey, not them damn Chuck Taylors he couldn't.
but I'm gonna say this about Jordan real quick, and the reason why I don't like, we always tease Davenport about the whole LeBron shit, but the reason why I can never give LeBron the GOAT above Jordan is because you have to understand what Jordan did for the game, and the reason why LeBron has what he has, aside from his talent getting him here, but the reason why there are certain things implemented for him to be the master of his domains because somebody had to lay that groundwork for him. So that's why I can never give him the grades because
that's true, Hurts. That's true, Hurts. But you gotta be careful with that though, because someone else can say, "Well, Dr. J laid that same ground."
But I understand. But from this standpoint, I'm talking about in terms of you think about the tycoon and the man that Jordan is now based on his business acumen. He did that first. He made it viable for people to have their own shoe and to have a signature shoe. People it's not saying that before him it wasn't done. Magic had the weapon. Larry Bird had his version of the weapon, but
they didn't have did it like Jordan though.
But no, that's what I'm saying. They didn't have a signature shoe. Matter of fact, they didn't have their own brand. So because Jordan came along and changed that whole dynamic, now Steph Curry is able to have his own shoe with Under Armour. You know what I'm saying? LeBron's able to have his own line of sneakers, which is fabulous sneakers, by the way. He's able to do that thing because you had somebody who not only did.
Jordan wasn't the only one that did that.
No, I'm not. That's what I just said. I didn't say he was the only one. I'm just saying from the standpoint of Nike taking that chance of giving him his own signature. Like I said, Larry Bird, all them guys had Converses with their names and stuff on it back then. What I'm saying is when he came along, it was
Jordan took it to a new level.
No,
he did.
But what I'm saying is, like, Nike was when Jordan got his shoe, they was giving out contracts around that time when Jordan got his anyway. It wasn't just basketball. You had different sports of dudes getting them shoes anyway, but Jordan had his own signature at the time.
And that's what I just said. I said those other guys.
He took the shoe game to a whole nother level.
No, that's all I'm saying.
No one had their own brand.
Those guys like Magic had the weapon. I remember this because my uncle used to have pairs of them. But they were all brand. They were all cataloged. All it was that they had the same shoe on. It was just different. It matched their team colors or whatever. Yeah. But Jordan came along and had something specifically for him. Not like, Cartwright was not gonna have on them shoes. You know what I'm saying? Trent Tucker was not gonna have on them shoes. Orlando Woodridge was not gonna have them shoes on. It was a custom made for Michael J. Jordan.
I mean, signature or not, he took the shoe game to another level.
Exactly. And I'm gonna address what Davenport just said. if it was based on skills, we had to remember too, Davenport, you lived in Chicago for a long time, in the Chicago area for a long time. Don't act like Mike didn't have a well-rounded game, because he used to get triple doubles and shit when he was first drafted to the Bulls. But what happened is, it's like with Dennis Rodman. When Dennis Rodman was in college, he was a 26 and 12 a game scorer. When he got to Detroit, he had to morph his game into something that they needed. They didn't need a scorer. They needed somebody that's going to play defense and get rebounds. Same thing with Jordan. It morphed into the point where they needed him more for scoring than him being a facilitator.
Don't keep arguing with Dab.
No, but hold on. I'm gonna end this right here with this, because a lot of times, like I said, we was talking about this earlier sometime, and a lot of times how we emotionally feel, we put a lot of our emotion into the things and the people that we love. And you can't sometimes you gotta be able to step outside of yourself and be objectionable about it. Like, you know what?
I'm the perfect person of that. The example of that, because I don't like Kobe Bryant as a person. I can't stand Kobe Bryant. But as a basketball player, he one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah. He's one of the best.
He's one of the best I've ever seen.
But I'll say,
I can never take anything away from LeBron. Like I said, LeBron's he's probably the closest thing to Magic Johnson that I've ever seen. And I've been watching basketball a long time.
And off the court,
he's way better than Jordan. Oh, hands down, bro.
Even conversation.
Off the court, I'm gonna state it right here. Off the court, he's the ultimate athlete activist that is Muhammad Ali.
And that's the thing. And that's one thing. If I could take his courageousness and heart for the stuff that he does off the court and put it on the court, he have my vote. But he can't translate that courageousness that he displays off the court.
In the fourth quarter.
I want him to do that in the fourth quarter.
Right, in the fourth quarter. I'm about to strangle his motherfucking computer.
To me, Michael Jordan was one of the best prolific scorers. Like, that's what he was.
And defenders. Michael Jordan led the league in his first 10 years. No, the first 8 seasons, he was always number 1 or number 2 in steals.
But if you look at the linguistics of the NBA around that time, right? Check this out. The linguistics of that time.
The linguistics. Okay. All right, wait a minute.
If you look at the linguistics of the NBA around that time, Jordan.
Somebody get Jay Bishop out of here.
Jordan came in at that time. Jordan came in at the time when a lot of the legends were almost at the end of their career.
No doubt. Kind of like LeBron. Because he came in with a lot of cats on their way out.
When Jordan,
it happens all the time.
When Jordan was paused, when Jordan let loose on Boston, you feel what I'm saying? When he let loose on Boston at that time for 55, 65, and McHale was
63 points in the guard.
McHale was looking at him like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't never seen no shit like that before.
When Jordan had Larry Bird in that corner, boy.
Did him dirt, boy.
To be honest with you, I'm saying it was he arrived at the right time. That's what I would say.
And the same can actually be said for LeBron as well. He came along at the right time.
I mean, all of them came in at the right time.
No doubt. Everybody.
But you still got to show him. I never like those kind of arguments, because for me, you still got to show and prove.
No doubt.
I don't care when you showed up. You got to show and prove.
Hey, because guess what? Kwame Brown showed up, but he ain't stay long.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to show and prove, no matter when you showed up. Man, fuck all that. Let's talk about music again.
Yeah, it's about that time. Anyway, man. Hey, Mav said they're about to over there choke the shit out of his computer right now. Hey.
Man, this motherfucker Spark thumbnail got me rolling right now, man.
Man, why he got that Melissa McCarthy joint up, man?
Right.
Senior head pictures.
Little Debbie has pictures.
She got Tuesday special at Walmart.
What was that, man?
Fucking fat Rebecca on this motherfucker.
What was that on your junk, huh?
You get 2 portraits for $5.99.
Yeah, Paul.
Right.
Finger licking,
was that
finger
on the
licking,
picture,
finger
man?
licking. Man, that picture is
He on
killing. Hey, that's almost worse than the Taka Higgins photo.
Nah, no, it ain't.
No. My Beowulf.
Fucking Beowulf. God damn.
Beowulf. Hey, motherfucker, Booger Wolf.
Right.
Y'all had to read that shit in school, Beowulf.
Oh man, 12th grade, 12th grade.
Yeah,
12th grade literature.
I went to DC public schools. We ain't read that shit.
Yeah, I ain't.
I went to public school. I went to school with all my teachers were white. They had us reading all that shit.
Yeah, 12th grade honors English, man. I had to read that.
Shit, DC, we was reading the Itsy Bitsy Spider in 11th grade.
We had to read. Beowulf, all of those shit.
Somehow I feel like that dude is lying.
Motherfucker in the corner. Down came the rain.
He had to do the hand
motions. No Great Expectations then, huh?
He had to do the hand motions while he was reading it though.
It was the worst.
Hey, shout out to my teachers, man. They taught me the difference between 2, 2, and 2, there, and there,
right.
and where, and, all that shit. So my homonyms, however you say the shit.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to them, because these motherfuckers online, they be just looking silly sometimes.
Yeah. It take the joke out the joke they trying to make and shit.
Right.
You be like, what the fuck? You remedial as fuck.
There, and there.
Let's see. Well, all
right, who got them sounds?
Shit, look, me and CX got immunity. Shit, we ain't did shit.
Right.
Unless we play the shit we already did. Cause I'm on the phone too. I gotta set up and shit.
I'm on this pause. Big.
I can make it downstairs. Got my phone down. I'll play something.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat like, motherfucker, you know y'all supposed to be playing beats. Why you on your phone?
Y'all stupid as hell.
What up, Ned?
What up, Ned?
Ned. What's up, man?
What's up, Ned? Make you snuck up in
Ain't
here.
too much, man. I'm just ashy,
Y'all killing me, man.
Yeah, man. Shit.
Hey, this is just a prequel for what's gonna happen in the Bay.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, hey, man, shit. Can't wait for that. This shit about to be a reality.
My trip is paid for. I'm good.
Did he just stunt, man? This motherfucker in the motorcycles and shit. He stunted like shit earlier, didn't he?
What?
Talking about $11 and shit. Who the fuck says that?
Man, he got some type of algorithm going on, man.
Shit, it's gonna cost me. That's just gonna cost me more than $11 just to get to the airport. Shit.
I know, right?
Hey,
actually, it would. You ain't lying.
Yeah, the cab ride gonna be more than $11 for me.
Hey, even with an Uber.
Yeah,
exactly.
Dixie smiling and shit.
Yeah, just a little inspiration. Actually go and treat you in the
shit.
count.
I ain't got points like that. I'm gonna use some of mine though. Don't get me wrong, man. But I don't know though. I might use them shits on this Memphis drink though, cause that shit looking like $4.60 itself. So I'm about to fuck around and have a community bake sale or something. Shit.
I didn't make a lemonade.
You better get out in front of 7-Eleven with them Girl Scout cookies.
Right?
Nah, what you want to do?
Girl Scout cookies. Fuck
7-Eleven. You want to stand? You want to stand in front of a fucking dispensary?
Fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go with the fucking what I tell you. Fucking beat tape.
Oh man, I just
FUBT.
Fucking
when we gonna hear that shit, RTO?
Fucking shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm about to play this joint over the phone.
Oh shit, you gonna sound like I did when I first started doing hangouts. You better hook this shit up.
Oh, someone just get ejected out the game. Boom, boom, boom.
I know the record, but I'm like, what did he do to it? Like, he did something crazy to it, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like he could take any sample and make it sound good. So that's what kind of stood out to me, because he would take like some samples that I heard before, but the way that he flip it, you know what I'm saying, it just stands out. They sounded like off, but in a good way. It was just like, it was crazy.
That's basically it.
Wow. Was that a Dilla tribute?
Yep.
Yeah, that joint was right.
Yes, sir. That was a
damn. And what kind of phone you got?
Hey, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
Motherfucking phone. My shit sound like I'm at the goddamn rock quarry when I be trying to play beats.
Let's get that out the way first. Mr. Slate your boss.
Right? Flintstones.
Right. All right, Dick, you don't be over there talking. You're on mute, man.
I don't know. I don't know if I played this joint last week or not.
Dave Bruce and Colorado Trail. That's what that was.
Yeah, Dave Bruce. Yeah,
I know who used that.
Mm-hmm. Not me, but I'm about to look that shit up though.
I use it because Dilla used it.
Yeah.
Shit, who the fuck is that?
I don't know.
That's that damn Hurts, man.
Mother hat.
Motherfucker.
That's right.
That shit is jazzy as hell.
Note to self. Note to self. Never play a joint next to Hurts again.
Yeah.
Stupid, man. God.
Take that with you.
Yeah. Look at me.
I ain't playing that. Hell no.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I got one.
Oh yeah, Davenport. I got some footage from Chicago that I found and shit. I'm gonna fuck around and
I got some
pilot video for you, man.
I got.
Oh shit.
I got some of you. I just say never use pause. I got some footage.
Hold on, what now? Say what now?
Oversex children.
I got some footage in your ass too.
Oh no!
Oh, whoa! Wait a minute!
Whoa. Wait a minute! That was too much for me.
That went from worse to worse.
Oh
Always tracking and everything else.
Oh
right.
man.
You gonna pause that shit? Man, fuck. I'm gonna play it.
You talking about practice? You talking about practice?
Shit.
Oh dear, who paused me, man?
Looks like Diggerhurst was talking like shit.
Yeah, he was.
Man, shit. What that last note?
Hey, man, you know what to do, man. You know what to do.
I'm on the phone. I can't. Yes, I can. I'll figure it out. He deserves that.
Yeah.
That shit hot.
Hey, no long head, anything about that. That's all Afro music right there. That was dope.
Yeah, you can't do it from the phone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it from the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I just found out.
Y'all motherfuckers got talent. You can do it from the phone.
Hey.
Damn, that's what she said.
I don't get no complaints.
I'm just talking to shit.
He was like, yeah, so I fucking insta quiet.
Yeah.
RTL don't do shit with that because he'd be like, yeah, so what you do with that math? I'd be like, yeah, and
He's like, man. So what? So hey, man. What filter did you use on that? Was that like a cross filter? Because I use it on the push too sometimes. Like, no, what that was, brother, was RTO be lulling your ass to sleep.
Yo, he called me with the bullshit one time. He said, "You low past that, huh?" I was like,
"Yeah." Hey, at least Davenport gets straight. Davenport gets straight to the point. What you use? Davenport be like, "What you use all that? What you use all that? What you put all that? What you put? Isotol? Isotol? Fentanyl? What you use?"
Hey, what you do that on?
Hey, you got to ask the Gary way.
What you do that on?
What you do that on?
Did you eat a pork chop sandwich when you made that?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
In the left hand.
Man, that was straight out.
I'll never do that again.
The pork chop sandwich? Yeah, you
right.
You came out feeling about 10 pounds lighter fucking around with that.
Hey,
That shit made me.
what you do that on, Dixie?
Davenport, man, he taught me and AS and Wallace into getting them pork shop joints in Chicago.
What you mean?
And I was sick. I had to throw that shit up.
Motherfucking guts has got out of there.
I don't think they cooked it. I don't think they cooked it long enough.
Either man.
This motherfucking small intestines was like, huh? What's this? What's this foreign substance?
Get out of here, you crazy.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Fucking Dixie was like, after these messages, we'll be right back. That's that shit that catch you conversation be over as soon as it starts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I was there. They're like,
hey, Gus be doing the Carl Lewis.
Man, hey, CX, I saw this chick at Ben's Chili Bowl. What was that? Saturday night, I think it was. Man, she fucking around and popped like a sumbitch, trying to run to the bathroom like Orenthal. I was weak.
Wait a minute, hold up. What?
Man, she fucking around, threw up.
Okay. You know, when you said pop, I think it was coming out the other end.
Yeah, me too.
But she had the projectile vomit. That shit was funny as shit.
Yeah.
Man, I rode past Ben so much, man. I haven't been in there yet, man.
The motherfucker, man, don't do it, man. That motherfucking chili, boy, that shit is motherfucking instant laxative.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it is chili, but
not this type of chili. That shit got
the chili from Wendy's.
Nah, the motherfucking tomato paste, I think, got beets in it.
Oh,
goddamn! They got a motherfucking oral diuretic,
right? Put some motherfucking saline in your food.
hey, fuck around, be riding around the city with a bike with no tires on it, be all rim.
Right.
Like, man, where that nigga go at, man? He getting mileage, ain't he?
Talk about I got run flats.
Oh, man.
See if I can hook this shit up.
These customer here, these customers.
Hey, man, that's going to put on IG in the car.
Hey, the shit that would have been dope is we could have ran snippets of the big joint. Everybody's track from the big joint last year.
If somebody can do it, go. Yeah, if somebody can do that,
you know, I'm on the phone, so I'm dirty.
Give me a minute.
I'm dirty too, so you know.
When I play another.
Yeah, y'all mentioned it earlier, and I was at work. I had to go ahead and play that joint. I'm like, yeah, that was
a year ago today.
Yeah,
hip hop history.
Got them
Check
Facebook
that out on Bandcamp, y'all.
Got them blappers.
What's that under? Is it Scratch Mag or Dirty Old Men on that one?
Dirty Old Man.
Dirty Old Man.
So it's moved over to Dirty Old Men on the big album because I know one was on Scratch Mag.
It's been that way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, Dirty Old Men at Bandcamp.com.
And it'll stay that way. The best rapper you heard is LF.
I'm glad why you get set up, man. That's cool.
It's not cool.
What'd you say?
It's not cool, man. You like LeBron. Cool.
Hey, Davenport.
I'll play it, man.
Yo, what up?
Pause. What you gonna do that on?
Beat thing, bro. I'm a strictly beat thing.
Strictly beat thing. Pause.
Beat thing.
We're gonna pause that too.
Hey, we need a pause counter for tonight.
If you make you make beat things sound like that, I'm selling everything.
That's on my mama.
That beat tight as shit.
I'm saying though.
You'll never
He got
do
one.
what I did that on.
He got one right there, yo.
What you do that on?
What you do? That's the name of the song. Never
You already know. You already know it.
He said the name of the song is what you do that on. Oh shit!
He did that shit on Geist.
Yeah, you could do that in guys though.
Hey, look,
I know you did. I know.
Hey, look, hey, RTO, he did it on Geist, but Geist had 2 S's.
Hey, Davenport.
You ain't even right, man.
Woo!
Shit.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Motherfucker, I quit. Effective immediately.
I didn't even know I was playing through. Hold up.
Yes, you did.
No, I thought I was on mute. I thought I had muted it.
Yeah, I saw your mute button on.
Didn't he have a track like that last week? You fucked us all up with some guitars.
Yeah, man. Now that motherfucking that Chopin joint.
Yeah.
Hey, Davenport, I'm still waiting on that folder.
I'll play this joint though.
Oh shit.
Who said that?
I did.
RTO.
Man, you need to send me some of them, man.
Man, who the fuck is that over there?
That's my man. God, I can't think of his name right now. He got that track, the guitar week.
I quit. Probably some fucking warm-up scales at that.
No, I'm saying.
Go with that music shit, man.
Just tune in the guitar right quick before I get started. Alright, that's just crazy.
There. Pearson.
Yeah. Hey, that shit tight, man. That shit tight.
What's up brother's name? I can't think of it. He's got the album cover with it. Would look like it's like he's standing behind a window pane with water. Thinking it's like he's got
Carlos Santucci.
No, not standing turntide.
That nigga said Carlos Santucci. Who the fuck is that?
Oh no! You know what I'm talking about? I think he got a track called Jennifer, the guitar weeps, something like that.
Oh, I got that joint. You talking about that making guitar weeps? I didn't make beats out of that.
Nick, I think you'd appreciate. It's Joe Pass.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, Joe Pass. I got Joe Pass too. Man, the next beat I'm gonna chop up. I got the power.
You talking about Snap? You talking about the Snap joke? Getting kind of hectic.
Watch.
I got to hear that shit.
Hold, wait, stop. Which one? Chill Rob G or Snap?
Which one it is, her? I'm gonna tear that shit up. I was listening to that shit at work today, and I was listening to that shit, and I was like, I got the power. I was like, hold up, man. Okay, all right, I'm gonna chop that shit up.
Hey,
I bet you gonna have it there with that saxophone in there.
Hey, CS, always remember, it's getting kind of hectic.
Right? Yeah. No, Netmaker, it's getting kind of hectic.
Don't say that. Don't say this. Don't say that. Change your lyrics. Everybody's a critic.
And just as y'all said all that, I'm gonna chop the vocals up in it too. I'm gonna have that shit saying that shit backwards.
Say my Rob, the show remains.
I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna chop that shit up, man.
My wife is excited. Never mind.
You need a shower.
In actuality, my personality, my
as soon as I chop it up, and make a beat, post a video, somebody gonna want that beat. I'm telling you.
Hey, hell yeah.
Hey, do it, man.
Hey, man.
And
Hey,
guess
look.
what? If somebody buy it and they make a hit song out of it, I'm not paying them shit till they come see me after I sell it.
Oh, hey, you know what? But you know why we can't play that big? You know, I just thought about this because it's got his vocals in it, and it'll get dinged. I just thought about that.
Okay.
That happened with when does that happen? That happened to me when I tried to post my remix of that Brandon remix, and although it was my original beat, her vocals and Kanye's vocals were snatched.
They snatched it off their hers?
They did, or they dinged me. They didn't do away with the video, but they dinged me. So I took it down and put it on Vimeo.
Pause that though.
Pause, yeah.
Yeah, he caught the ding.
That ding, that ding.
Who was gonna play it, man? Play the Chicago Fire shit.
Oh shit! Hold up.
It ain't Chicago Fire time yet. That's July.
That's July. It'll be San Francisco street walking. Next
Nah, I was thinking about like something like earthquake or something like that.
Fucking Earl Smiley.
Natural disasters. Okay. So you ever come to Memphis to be the great Memphis flood.
Fucking Earl Smiley on bass and shit.
Hey, I got hella perfect spots to take pictures at too, like for the album cover shit.
Okay.
You want to take like that crazy picture of the Golden Gate? I got spots.
Oh shit!
We're gonna make that happen.
What is that?
Hell yeah. Davenport.
No, it's Clark.
That's Clark.
Oh yeah.
So who's
damn.
Who's the girl in the picture? I never heard who that was.
Man,
Little
somebody need to take down.
Little
That's Big Debbie now. Shit.
A little diabetes.
Fucking diabetes.
We say type 3, huh?
Type 3.
Hold up. Did he call her Sugarfoot? Oh man.
Oh fucking Raquel Noah's all.
Going crazy.
Fat girl scoop.
I got one more and I'm through for the night, man. One more.
You got one more you through for the night, man.
Hey, you know damn well that's a lie.
Right?
It's only 8:26.
Yeah.
Chia.
Oh, well, I know what that is.
They can pay. God damn, don't you opening up a fucking Happy Meal box?
Pistachio.
Man, crushing much.
Pistachio.
Nah, fuck that. That nigga opened
That
up
was dope. That was dope, Davenport.
What was that?
I know exactly what that is, and I'm throwing my version away because
Damn.
That nigga opened up some oatmeal cookies, man. The ice drink.
Right? Yeah.
Somebody got a vacuum seal bag over there.
Got some goddamn Lance. He got some Lance animal crackers over there, bitch.
motherfucker Bertram and Frank's 1922 cookies.
That's my vacuum seal bag of pistachios, man.
I'm gonna play one more.
No.
Do you done too, huh?
Heard how downtrodden we got when you said that, nigga? Man, he gotta cut that off.
God damn, man, I don't like you.
Speaking of not liking motherfuckers, where BG at?
That's just stupid. Oh, word.
Suey and a 3.
Hey, no more one time.
Motherfucker.
And once again, I will never hear this song ever again.
I don't know about that one.
Right. Right.
Just you wait.
But wait.
Hey, don't be getting motherfuckers' hopes up, man. Like,
oh yeah.
That's hey man. I'm trying to hear that other song you played, 'cause that shit was retarded. And then the damn song that was Mav. The other shit that Spark ass wanted to hear me play the last week.
What happened? What you talking about?
I was
What you talking about? What are you talking about, Clark? Nah, don't say it. You can just play stupid and shit.
No, I'm saying.
We're gonna play dumb for the people at home.
Don't tell them for real.
Man, I was thinking about that shit for like 2 hours straight. Like, man, fucked up.
Hey, he dropped that shit in the chat. He was like, man, I just wanted to say to y'all ain't shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Nah, I can play the one. I can play the one you talking about from last week.
Do it.
Please do.
Lord.
Here you go.
Is that the one noter?
Hamburger.
Yep.
There we go. If you lose followers, you know why. I guess Robert Glasper won't have no more tour dates. That motherfucker over Hurt's house. He ain't leaving.
Hey, Hurt,
Dixie taught me though. Hey, once you invite him in, hey man, hit him across the head with a bat, man.
Hey, Hurt, what's the one though?
I know about the emblem what's up.
I got to get back to that.
Hey, Knox, look at what Knox said.
Man, Knox is done this shit.
Oh, who was that? What?
On your step, man. The name of that track is I'm the Pappy.
Wow.
That was. Did y'all hear that?
Was that Wade?
And then he just gonna hit you with that. Did he hit you with the? Did y'all hear that?
From now on, hey, Wade cannot get the link.
Oh.
Pause.
Whoa.
Oh wait.
There's more. You got
I
that.
think he won't mind.
Oh my God. Wait.
Whoa, Nelly.
Word.
Right?
Came through with the murder weapon.
Hey, Wilbur.
So what did you use? Was that
Oh, you know that was the MV. Come on now.
No, that was the Ren.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard at first. Paul.
Yeah, I'm finding my struggles with the live, trying to fly through these and then add effects and then the pads and then get the filters and like go through the different pages. It's like foreign. It really is.
Well, you gonna be good, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like I when I got the live, I turned the Ren off completely. I pulled the Hertz move, didn't connect it to the computer at all.
Right.
Yeah. All I did was I connected my 250 gig SSD, dropped in 10 gigs of drums, unplugged, and then I'm just gonna be completely just.
Because you already got
it's on the live.
You got 10 gigs of drum anyway, so
Hey,
that's
man,
like.
I'm the Klein Jordan right now, man.
And then I'm a sample.
My whole hard drive is my whole my whole entire drum library.
That's how you gotta do it. You gotta have it with you. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then I'm just gonna sample in from my phone.
I'm the Klein Jordan.
Put the
Nice.
MP3. I had the MP3s on the hard drive.
Yeah, me too.
That's nice.
What was that sample pack that Gadget had done? Motherfucking
Which one?
You said that one already.
Motherfucking
Right, that's the second track.
The Luke Cage
joint.
Hey man, what's so good about Beatmaker 3, man?
Thanks a lot of sauce shit, man.
Whoa.
Good Lord. So I see.
So next
Hey,
week.
Mav, man. We gotta watch out. Cass is coming for the crown.
Oh, I'm shit. I'm cool. Just do what I do.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby.
I need to step my game up now.
Step your game up.
Hey.
Step it up,
I'm gonna
RTO.
keep doing this one note shit over here. Nah, that joint dope, Wade.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit is dope.
That's all Ren. That's all Ren.
I knew it was.
Hey, you doing your
I need
bases
a
on
red.
the pad? You doing your bases on the pads or on the keyboard?
Pads. I don't even have a keyboard
Hey,
anymore.
now the
Okay,
beauty of you having that live now, like say for instance, once you hook up the let's say for instance you went to go do a battle or something.
You
can take that project and you can open it up in the live, but also what you can do, you can actually export all your MIDI stuff into audio tracks and save it within the actual program, the project that you're doing. So it's like having the best of both worlds. Like this, if I did a beat in 2.0 and I want to use it, let's say somewhere else in the live setting without having the the plugins and all that good stuff to go inside the X, I can always make audio tracks with that project,
flatten it,
still using
flatten and freeze.
Not even flatten freeze, just exporting it out as wave files as tracks. So the whole track, I can play nothing. I can play the beat battle with nothing but the audio tracks that's tracked out.
Yep.
Oh man.
All right, hold up. You done heard? You done? So wait, I'm just going on record. I got first deal.
The fuck?
Just putting it out there. When you get that thought and you say, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just think about your man.
Oh, he want the envy.
I gotcha. Okay.
He want what Dixie calls first refusal rights.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's perfect.
Dixie hit me up for 2 first refusal rights.
Yeah, it's on record. We live. I got a recorded record here.
I'm gonna play this joint here.
All right, I got one question for you. Heard.
Is that MPCX?
What's the running time on that track? By the way, because that's how long we're not gonna be friends for the next however long that is.
Okay, it's just 45 seconds.
Man, I need you to check this out with the taser.
God damn, bro.
That shit was retarded, dude.
Oh, but you know what? That was done.
Hey, it hurts.
Yeah.
It don't even matter.
Can you play that? the joint that you played last week, the one that's like the 40s and 50s music, with the strings and all that.
God damn, that.
You know what I'm talking about? Probably don't. They made like 20 cents last week.
Man, you need to take a shower with a live tasing, my dude.
Damn, man, it's like that. I thought it was cool.
Hey, man, we are, but you know, you still got a little running time left on that track. So you know,
you said it's like poison.
Wait, you play some monster shit.
Yeah, Hurst. It was like a old school like that, like elevator type shit, like the old 50s shit.
Yeah, you did play some.
Yeah, it had hella strings in it, but that shit was fire as fuck.
I'm trying to think what that could be.
Like I said, this motherfucker got so many you don't remember. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up.
Man, I gotta get out of here.
You black monkey Kong.
I knew it.
Crazy as fuck.
I was in the chat when y'all had this discussion. But wait, you from overseas, huh?
No, I'm from here.
Nah, you didn't get that.
The love for hip hop. Yeah. I got you.
You from overseas, huh?
Man, Wade, you can definitely come to the cookout, brother.
For real. You get your own
I'm just trying to.
It ain't no trying involved, bro.
No. I'm just trying to go into beast mode and just crank out joints. Like I got like 35 or 40 since last. As I learn this stuff, I'm just. My wife's got to tear me away from it. She's like, "Honey, I'm home. You got to spend time with me." I'm like, "I know, I got this thing." And now when she come home, I'm chilling on the couch and I got the live on my lap with a little laptop pad, and she's like, "It's crazy."
You got another woman.
So when the next project comes
That's
out?
what I'm saying. We better get a Bandcamp address soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on a lot of stuff. Like the problem is I remember Fat Von Free said it best. It's like, man, just put music out. Just put it out.
And he's right.
You just sit on it, and then it's like it just stagnates. And like,
man, ain't nobody thinking about Von, man.
Pause that. Hey, pause that, Wade.
I was about to say that.
Oh, what did I say?
You sitting on it.
He said they need to sit on it.
But wait,
and then it gets stagnant. Translation stiff.
I gotta put my pause hat on. We got it. Yeah.
They're called pause hats. Have you ever seen them?
Whoa, Nelly.
I don't know.
Hi, old Wilbur.
All right.
I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is it or not.
Just play it.
Well, regardless, play it.
Just play it.
Let me see.
Easy me, motherfucker.
There we go.
See, man, I wasn't even gonna plug my shit up, man.
You sound like me, CX.
LMG ass dude, man.
Like shit.
Yeah, really make me book my shit up. I'm trying to distract myself.
Yes, this was it. This was it.
I got the power.
Good God, I'm like.
Oh.
Man, ain't nobody
Fire.
fucking down this, man.
Goddamn fire.
That is retarded.
Man,
I appreciate it.
y'all know about that artist on IG named Danless, right? Who be doing all the dope ass artwork.
Huh?
Ain't nobody fucking with it. Danless, he from overseas. If you don't follow him, sure, DANLISH1. Ain't nobody fucking with this dude as far as hip hop art.
That was super dope, Hurts.
Yeah, that was.
Let me see if I can do this shit.
That was stupid, man.
All right, hold on.
Okay, y'all motherfuckers.
Let me remember.
me.
Let me remember the name of that, because next time you ask me that, I ain't gonna remember.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, look, I'm
Mark
gonna
that.
think you're doing good because that was the second time you heard it.
Right, because I was trying to figure out like it was in a folder that says YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, so you got that sample from YouTube, huh?
No, that means it should go on YouTube. Hint, hint.
BS filter, what's up, man? From Pimps and with bad hoes that can of Drano. I hear you. That's stupid. But the name of that track, in case I forget it. It's called The Ideal.
The Ideal. Okay.
Yeah.
The Ideal
It
track.
ain't called her saying shit.
You're on a project. Yeah, I agree.
It's one joint I got that shit. Wallace asked me for about a year or two ago. I bet I play that. I bet not even play that though.
I'm about to say, nigga, they gonna pistol whip you, nigga.
Hold on, wait a minute. What? Hold up, fucking BS.
Hell yeah.
Stupid dude.
All right. Yeah, y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
Man, what you do with your mic?
Nah, I hooked the computer up.
There we go.
I just wanted to make sure y'all can hear shit first.
We hear you, nigga.
I can hear that.
Yep.
Yeah, we hear.
Nah, I can't hear that kick that you just played.
Louder.
Turn up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Yeah, motherfucker, we hear that shit.
That's better.
Okay.
Press play, nigga. Damn.
Remember.
Oh shit.
This shit can hurt my feelings, man.
I'm saying.
pretty much it.
Man, hold on. I gotta say
Pretty
this.
much
I gotta
it.
say this.
That's
I
really
gotta,
dope.
I gotta say this right quick, man. I just want to, like I said last week, the spacing that you have with your drums and everything. You did the same thing with the bass line with this today, and it's like it's simplistic, but once you get to where the shit comes, like you start adding extras, like a fucking surprise. It's like, oh shit! It's like you've just got $20. You found an extra $20 when you was washing your clothes and shit.
Hey, shit, that's what's up. Now I try to leave space for people, for artists or whatever.
Vocals.
Artists wind up.
Yeah, but that shit, man.
Yeah.
You gotta, I forgot the word I used for it. I don't know if it was knack or whatever, but you do that shit very well, is what I'm saying.
Thanks, Joe.
Trying to stick your pinky toe in a live socket right now.
Damn.
I gotta be a live socket though.
Man, try to electrocute, man.
Yo.
Damn, well, he must have got one narrow ass pinky toe to stick in the sun.
Man, he gotta have one of them Animaniacs.
Animaniac
I want to play out one more, man.
He said that 4 more ago.
Hello,
I didn't say the last one. I just said, well, it's gonna be the last one though, for real though.
I got one more too after you heard. I think it all depends on how this.
Hey,
that report was like, I got another
Good God Almighty.
Yeah.
Just be. Hold on. Dude, the swing between the keys and the drums, oh my God.
Yep.
That shit was stupid.
Sums it up.
Yep.
Right.
So I ain't planning on beats next week. So.
Oh shit!
Hold on.
Hey, baby.
Oh, I was about
to say, oh, wait, hold up, wait a minute.
I was gonna say, hold up, damn.
Good. Was my phone ringing through the speaker?
Yeah, we thought someone sampled that. I was about to say,
I put my phone on top of the audio interface, and then it was vibrating. And I was like, okay, yep, my wife called.
He's about to cause a riot up in here, man.
I was about to say, man.
Hey, you finna have people hating on Davenport for no reason.
I'm sorry, I'm live.
Well, speaking of shit, I might as well just go on to sample that.
Yeah, right.
Right.
God damn, caller, can you hear me now? Dedicated specifically for Davenport.
I hear you playing around with something over there, Paul. Man, you know what? I need to be around some adults, man. Hey, I was sitting in my weekly meeting, man, Monday, and man, in my head, I'm pausing everybody around the table like, yeah, boy. I'm gonna start keeping count. Hey, from now on, I'm gonna start keeping a personalized account of pauses within my workplace.
Sorry about that. I should have known right on the dot. 11 o'clock. My wife calls me every day. So
shit, that would have been dope though.
Yeah, I swear a beat was about to come on with that ringtone.
Oh, what's the ringtone that came through?
Bloom, bloom, bloom.
Oh, the one
AT&T
for the one for my wife. Okay. Okay.
Bloom, 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 bloom.
Because I was about to say, oh, hold the fuck up.
I was about to hate on Dab so tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you are no longer welcome in the city of Memphis, brother.
I know you. G, man, y'all acted up nice.
Yeah. Who got next? Who the hell is that? The AT&T?
Oh,
I mean the AT&T.
God damn.
God damn.
Good shot. Good pass. Good pass. Good shot.
Yeah, was that live too?
No, I made a beat on the live yet. I'm just getting started. This all ran.
I'm gonna say you need to go ahead and paint that joint Ferrari red.
Oh, goddamn 4-point fucking play, man. You bastard.
Hey, who was playing?
We playing Portland.
That's me.
Oh, still sound like you need to call a 20.
Man, listen, man. They when I saw Steph hurt himself last night, like, man, what in the hell?
Yeah, he retweaked it.
My dad said, man, that boy he gonna be nothing in the NBA, man. He got paper ankles. This when he was I think his second year.
Yeah.
But they're like, man, boy, that Curry boy always hurt, man. He said, man, he got paper ankles, man. He ain't gonna make it in the league.
Oh my god. Me and Davenport ain't cool no more.
Sure the fuck ain't.
Where'd the beat go?
Where'd it stop?
Yeah, I go after Davenport.
Where'd the beat go?
All I'm saying is somebody been on mute for a while. Y'all remember y'all asked for it.
Oh, CX.
Hold on, that's CX?
No, I'm saying he been on mute for a while. I know
He been on mute for a while.
Nah, I ain't doing nothing,
Post that. Hold on.
Got some commentary in the track.
Man, you know we're not cool no more after that, right? There's reasons why I don't sample that.
I know. I stay away from this shit too, man.
Goddamn Davenport. I attempted to remake that and then I failed miserably. So I was like, I ain't even gonna try to sample that shit. God damn, that was a stupid turnover. Oh my god.
Man, I can hear this in a commercial.
I'm laughing because I know exactly what's going on here.
What's going on?
And I'm happy that you're using this.
I was just messing with the transpose, and that's all.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
Say good night to the chat.
Good night, chat.
Good night, peace. Peace to everybody in the chat. I can't read it right now.
DJ Rex, Howard
yeah.
Patrick.
BS Filter. Jelani.
Uncle Tone.
Jelani. BS Filter.
Jelani.
DJ Master. Can you be quiet?
Jay motherfucking Bishop.
Yeah.
Brad Vaughn.
Close your ears.
I'm sorry. I thought somebody was imitating the child's voice.